Now it's time for the Laredo Lemurs pregame show. Laredo Lemurs baseball is brought to you by Popeye's Chicken, AEP Texas, Armadillo Homes, Ascending Technologies, Ashley's Furniture of Laredo, Capital Care EMS, Chavarias Plumbing, Core Business Solutions, Driscoll Health Plan, Falcon International Bank, Family Chevrolet, Gold's Gym, Guerra Communications, HEB, iGadget Repair Center, Kaplan College, Laredo International Airport, Laredo Pony League, Laredo Sports Medicine, Mike's Paint Place, Pepsi, Pro Mega Signs, Southern Distributing, Southern Sanitation, Talk and Talk Wireless, TAMU Housing and Residence, Texas Farm Bureau, Texas Inflatables, Texas Outlaw Grill, Tokyo Garden, Total Termite Pest and Control, Uni-Trade Forwarding, Whataburger of Alice. And now here's Bill Harrington with the Laredo Lemurs pregame show.
All right, Lemurs fans, you joined us just in time for the national anthem here at Lawrence Dumont Stadium tonight. Bill Harrington coming to you live from Wichita, Kansas, and we'll go ahead and bring in the national anthem live here this evening. Got a couple of gentlemen walking out to the field right now. It looks like all three of them will be singing the national anthem tonight. All right, tonight's national anthem, and I believe they had a little bit of a microphone issue, so that was not the gentleman's fault that were singing. I think the wireless microphone was not working all that well, so the Wichita Wingnuts are going to start warming up, and we're about to get ready to play some baseball here from Lawrence Dumont Stadium. Quickly, we'll go over last night's game. The Lemurs opened up the game by scoring 2 runs in the early going. In fact, Jimmy Mojica reached on a single, and then following up was Abel Nieves. He reached on a triple, and that brought home Jimmy Mojica, and the Lemurs ended up having a 1-0 lead before everything just got going, for the Laredo Lemurs. Abel Nieves would later be brought home on a wild pitch, and the Lemurs took a 2-0 early lead in the game. They'd score another run in the 5th inning when Kevin Taylor started things off with a base hit. He would steal second, and then on an error, a snap throw down to first base. The throw ended up going over everyone's head after Byron Wiley walked. And it went down the right field line, and that allowed Taylor to come in to score for the Lemurs while Abel Nieves was up at the plate at that time. So it was 3-0 Lemurs at that time. Then Wichita would score their lone run of the ball game in the 6th, and the Lemurs would pile 3 more on in the 9th inning. And it was a 2-run home run by Tony Delmonico in the 9th inning. That really was the highlight of that inning. There was a double later by Kevin Taylor. He was later brought home in the inning as well. So the Lemurs scored 3 runs in the 9th. So an exciting game last night for the Laredo Lemurs, and as they start today, they're 2.5 games back in the American Association. They sit with a 9-8 record, and the Wichita Wingnuts are sitting at 11-5 on the season. So Wichita's in first place in the American Association South Division, and the Laredo Lemurs sit in third, 2.5 games out. So a tight division right now with Joplin right in the middle of the two of them. Jimmy Mojica's leading it off for the Lemurs right now. He'll play shortstop. Abel Nieves is the second baseman batting second. Juan Silverio will play third base and bat third. Dennis Phipps, he's working as the DH tonight. He'll bat in the cleanup spot. Devontre Richardson will work as the center fielder. He'll bat in the 5-hole. Tony Delmonico to bat 6th and play first base. Kevin Taylor's the right fielder. He'll bat in the 7th spot. Luke Bailey will do the catching and bat 8th. And Byron Wiley will play left field. He will bat in the 9th spot for the Laredo Lemurs tonight. And we're just about ready to go. Here's the pitch from Tim Brown. And that one's called a strike on the outside corner. We are underway. Game time for you is right on time, 7:05. And that, of course, in the central time zone, as the next pitch is in the same spot, called strike 2. So no balls and 2 strikes early on here to Jimmy Mojica. Chance Wilson behind the plate tonight. Tyler Thurman at first base, and Brian Child is at third. He's the umpire. That's the umpiring crew for you. The next pitch to Mojica, that one goes a little bit farther outside, and that time the Wingnuts do not get the call. Lemurs today wearing their black tops, gold numbers and letters. Wichita's in their pinstripe uniforms. Here's the pitch. That one is called strike 3. Mojica thought it was a little bit low. He has a few words for the umpires. He heads back into the dugout. And that'll do it for the leadoff man for the Lemurs. Here comes Abel Nieves. Well, Tim Brown, a very good pitcher. And the Lemurs saw plenty of him last season. Against Laredo alone last year, Tim Brown put up a 3-1 record and a 1.88 ERA over 5 games and 4 starts. He ended up striking out 17 Lemurs last season, so he's a tough customer. Here's the pitch. That first one is a fastball right on the outside corner. He has good command here so far in the early going tonight. He has really pegged his spots. Here's the pitch. That one misses a little bit high. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Abel Nieves. Nieves had a good night last night for Laredo. As he looks at the next one here, and it is high and inside. Last night, Nieves went 3 for 5. He started off the game with a triple back in the first inning, and he ended up driving in Jimmy Mojica. He later got 2 hits, both of them singles, and he swings here and hits a hard hit ground ball to the shortstop Gonzalez. Gonzalez plays it off to the side. He'll throw quickly over to first base, and Nieves is out 6-3. 2 down. Juan Silverio, the next batter for Laredo. Silverio starting the day batting .346 for the Lemurs, playing in his 7th game for the club. Remember, he joined the Lemurs back on June 2nd, went 4 for 5 that day with a double, a homer. He scored a run and had 3 RBIs. So a nice day overall for Juan Silverio. And the first pitch he sees is a fastball in there for a strike. Yesterday was the very first day that Juan Silverio did not get a hit in a Lemurs uniform since joining the club. The 0-1. Swung on, chopped up to the second baseman. Hernandez is there. He's a good infielder. He'll make the strong throw, and that's in time to get out the Laredo Lemurs third baseman. So 3 up and 3 down for the Lemurs. We're going to go to the bottom of the first. We have no score here. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Uni-Trade continues to provide solutions in foreign trade through a highly satisfactory customs brokerage service. Uni-Trade has quality trained personnel devoted to the highest level of customer service. For all your transportation, distribution, and consolidation needs, it's Uni-Trade.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Hey Lemurs fans, every Thursday night at Uni-Trade Stadium is a Thirsty Thursday. Come on out and enjoy cold Miller Lite draft beers for only $1. That's right, beer for $1. You can get tickets online at LaredoLemurs.com or by phone at 956-7-Lemurs. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Need a little spark in your life? Then come on out to Uni-Trade Stadium for Friday night fireworks. Tickets start as low as $5, and you'll get to see great baseball and great fireworks all in one night. To get tickets, call 956-7-Lemurs or go online at LaredoLemurs.com. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care one athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
For all of
All right, so let's go ahead and get you the starting lineup for the Wingnuts tonight. Jace Ray will lead off and play center field. Alberto Gonzalez playing shortstop. He'll bat second. David Espinoza, he's going to play out. Joash Brodeen, he'll play left field. He'll bat in the 5 spot. Batting 6 is TJ Middlestat playing third base. Brent Dean's the catcher. He'll bat in the 7 spot. Dustin Geiger, he'll play first base and bat 8th. And Luis Hernandez is the second baseman. He will bat 9th. And we're underway here. Sam Martin on the mound for the Lemurs. And the first pitch from Martin to the new batter, Jace Ray, is a little bit low. 1 ball and no strikes. The Lemurs defense goes like this. Wiley's out in left. Richardson in center. Over there in right is Taylor. And the next pitch from Martin, he winds and throws, and that one is low and inside. Silverio, he's at third base. Mojica's at short. Nieves at second. And Delmonico over at first base for Laredo. And Luke Bailey back behind the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. So Sam Martin looking to throw his first strike of the ball game. And here's the pitch. That one swung on, chopped. That one gets into the glove of Delmonico. He knocks it down, flips to Martin. It's way over Martin's head. And this will be an interesting call for the scorekeeper. I would think that'd be a base hit. But we'll have to wait and see. Delmonico had to throw from his knees, and he threw over the head of Sam Martin. Nonetheless, a base runner for the Wichita Wingnuts, and they are going to put a hit up on the board. So a base hit to lead things off for Wichita. Hard play there for the first baseman for the Laredo Lemurs. Delmonico had to take a few steps back off of the high chop, and he ended up going into foul territory. He touched it in fair territory, but his momentum took him into foul territory. He fell to the ground. The ball got bobbled. He had to recover, and he threw over Sam Martin's head. That's not easy to do either. Sam Martin, a pretty tall kid. Sam Martin, in fact, 6'5", 220 pounds, and into the batter's box. Here's Gonzalez, a quick pickoff move over at first, and back in easily is Jace Ray. So no score in the game. Just underway here. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Lemurs went down in order. And another pickoff move. They almost have him picked off this time. It was a little bit closer. And Delmonico had to reach his glove down into the turf and try to come up with it and then tag the runner. And that's probably what slowed him down a little bit. Jace Ray does have 5 stolen bases on the season, so he can go. He's played in 16 games and has those 5 stolen bags. He picked up a hit yesterday, did Ray. He went 1 for 4, and he was caught stealing one time. Sam Martin breathes and throws to first base again. So, of course, they are concerned about Jace Ray over there. Want to make sure he doesn't take off. Jace Ray, when he was tossed out trying to steal a base yesterday, it was in the first inning. And the Wichita Wingnuts do like to set the pace with the running game. They don't mind getting out there and letting their guys go. Martin delivers, and that's a fastball. That hits the inside corner just above the knees. Nicely placed pitch there by Sam Martin, and it's an 0-1 count to Alberto Gonzalez. So Gonzalez batting out of the 2-hole for Wichita. He starts the day batting .286 for Wichita. Martin sets. He'll throw again over to first base, and it's another close play, but back in is Ray. Alberto Gonzalez, the shortstop, former major leaguer. He was signed as an undrafted free agent by the Arizona Diamondbacks back in August 3rd of 2002, so he's been around professional baseball for a long time. Here's the 0-1. He swings. He drives this one heavy to left field. Going back on its Wiley. He looks up, and this one's over the wall. A home run for Alberto Gonzalez. And that's going to be his first of the season. And an early 2-0 lead for the Wingnuts. So Jace Ray doesn't have to worry about stealing a base there. The home run by Alberto Gonzalez drives him home from any bag. And that'll bring up David Espinoza. Espinoza, a left-handed batter. Actually, he's a switch hitter, but batting from the left side this time. Espinoza into the batter's box. Here's the pitch, and that one is a little bit low. A fastball from Martin. 2-0 in the early going in favor of the Wingnuts. And the pitch. Swing, that's a pop-up. Shallow right center. Coming in quickly is Richardson. He'll get there, get underneath it, stop, and make the catch. And that's the first out. And that'll bring up Matt Pageant next.
Now batting for the Wingnuts, it's the Janet King.
Of course, Matt Pageant, a former Lemur, a former Kansas City T-Bone, a former New Jersey Jackal.
Janet King, the king of
Matt Pageant tonight wearing number 22. Yesterday he wore number 25. I understand his jersey is out getting tailored with his name on the back of it. So I guess they're going to keep him around here for a while as he sees the first pitch, and that one misses outside. All the players with the Wingnuts have their names on their backs. So they're getting his jersey tailored so he has his name on his back. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch. That one is on the inside corner for a strike. Pageant doesn't like the call. He thought it was a little bit too far inside. Well, so far, this umpire, Chance Wilson, has called that ball, that pitch, a strike. It's been about a baseball inside, and he's called it every time. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. A changeup there. Pageant way out in front. And he's now looking at a 1-2 count. Joash Brodeen is on deck. 1 out in the inning. A 2-run home run by Alberto Gonzalez has put his team up 2-0 for the Wingnuts. Here's the 1-2 delivery. That one is in tight to Pageant. Skimmed by his jersey, right by his shoulder. So Pageant will see another one coming up. And he's sitting up there with a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. The kick and the throw home, and that one is swung on and chopped up to the second baseman. Abel Nieves charges, grabs it off to the side, flips sidearm over to first base, and that'll do it for Pageant. So ground out weakly up to second, and Joash Brodeen will be the batter for the Wichita club. Brodeen in yesterday's game went 0 for 4. The exciting play around Brodeen was in the 9th inning when he was playing out in left field, and a former teammate of his, Tony Delmonico, hit the ball over the left field wall. For a moment there, we didn't know if the ball went out of the ballpark or not because there was a big red blow-up cushion behind the left field wall. Here's the pitch to Brodeen, and that's in there for a strike, a changeup to start off. And it had looked like Brodeen brought the ball back, but it actually ended up hitting the big red cushion in left field. And the pitch on the 0-1, there's a swing and a hard hit ground ball past Tony Delmonico down the right field line. It goes into foul territory, but it's a fair ball. And Brodeen's going to have himself a stand-up double with 2 down. So he went back on the ball in left field, leaped right at the point when the ball ended up hitting that big inflatable cushion that was promoting a radio station, and the ball came bouncing back in. Well, we had no idea, and the umpires didn't have any idea until they came together, and one of them actually saw exactly what happened, and he made the right call and brought everybody home, so Tony Delmonico got a home run out of it. But after the game, Tony Delmonico said, that was my former teammate out there. I made him work for that one, didn't I? So that was a lot of fun. Tony Delmonico hitting that home run last night. He's now tied, Tony is, with the other, well, there's now 5 people tied for home runs in the American Association for the league lead. The first pitch to TJ Middlestat, that cuts the outside corner for a strike, a fastball at the knees. And it's a no ball, 1 strike count. 2 down in the inning, runner at second base, and a 2-0 lead for Wichita. I'll look back at second base. Sam Martin with a double head nod now. Now he'll deliver, and there's a swing and a pop-up over to the left side. Silverio cruises into foul territory. Looks like he's got a beat on this one. He'll go and catch it off to his left. He'll make the catch, and that's going to do it for Wichita. They come up with a home run, a 2-run bomb over the left field wall, and it's 2-0 Wichita. We're going to the top of the second. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
Looking to travel this summer? If the year-round flights to Las Vegas aren't fit for you, take advantage of Allegiant's direct flights from Laredo International Airport to Orlando. For as low as $119 round trip, you and your family can be in Orlando in 2.5 hours. Fly in comfort from your Laredo International Airport. Visit Allegiant.com for details and specials.
Tokyo Garden of Laredo is located at 2515 East Del Mar Boulevard, and they serve the best sushi in town. Stop by Tokyo Garden for a quick lunch or a fancy dinner. Either way, you're going to enjoy our fine cuisine. Did you just get off work? Then come on by and check out our happy hour specials. Tokyo Garden, where you'll find the best sushi in Laredo.
Right now, when you sign up for a Gold's Gym membership, you'll get tons of extras completely free. Confidence, free. Compliments from your coworkers, free. And the desire to wear tiny bathing suits, you guessed it, free. You'll be stronger with extras, and you'll be stronger with Gold's Gym. Know your own strength. Tiny bathing suit not included.
Pro Mega Signs of Laredo is there for all of your printing and signage needs. We can be found at 1615 Jackman Road in Laredo, or you can reach us by phone at 956-723-2110. Again, that's 956-723-2110. If you need a sign, big or small, come to Pro Mega Signs of Laredo, where your print job is just around the corner.
All right, we go to the second inning, 2-0 Wingnuts. Dennis Phipps stepping into the batter's box now for Laredo. And the delivery from Tim Brown, and the first pitch is swung on and chopped foul up the third base line. So a 2-run home run by the Wingnuts' number 2 hitter, Alberto Gonzalez. That was his first home run of the year, is the difference in the ball game right now. Dennis Phipps, his hitting streak came to an end yesterday. He went 0 for 3 as he looks at this pitch and it misses outside, a fastball away. Yeah, he went over 3 yesterday after having a 7-game hitting streak and after winning the Player of the Week honors in the American Association. He hits this one hard just to the left of Gonzalez and goes into left center field. That'll be a base hit. The center fielder bobbles it, and backing him up is Brodeen, the left fielder. So that'll be a base hit for Dennis Phipps. So his one-day no-hit streak comes to an end. He now has a base hit, and he's going to start a new streak here tonight. Sometimes when Dennis Phipps is out there, he makes the game look simple at the plate. And he did right there. Just a nice, easy swing, a base hit just to the left of the shortstop. And it goes into left center field. He's on first. He really has fun playing the game, and it's fun to watch Dennis Phipps out there on the field. Here's Richardson. Richardson sees a breaking ball. That goes right down the middle of the plate. And he's behind in the count 0-1. So Devontre Richardson, the batter, the center fielder for the Lemurs. He's batting .333 as we start the day. Currently on a 3-game hitting streak. 1 hit in each of the last 3 games. The 0-1, he swings and chops this one high in the air. The third baseman, Middlestat, from the lip of the grass, makes a high throw, and the runner's going to be safe at first. Geiger had to come off of the bag and swipe at Richardson going by. So that will be, we'll have to wait to see, but I would think that would be a base hit since the ball was hit off the plate and went so high up in the air. So we'll have to wait and see what they put up on the big scoreboard. They have an old-timey scoreboard out here where it's actually manually run by people out there. There's actually people behind that scoreboard, and they're changing the numbers. So here's Tony Delmonico. Runners at first and second for Laredo, and they're going to put an error up on the board. And the pitch. That one misses away. I had put base hit into my scorebook, so I will have to change that. So an error on the third baseman. A good throw would have got Richardson. That is true. Here's the pitch, and that one swung on a hard-hit ground ball up to the third baseman. He grabs it, he tags third, throws over to first base, and they get the double play that way.
That's a Cindio double play. Cindio provides more services and programs.
Okay, so Tony Delmonico hits into a double play. And that's going to make 2 outs quickly. And it's a 2-0 lead for the Wichita Wingnuts. And here comes Kevin Taylor with a runner at second base. Well, now I'm really confused. They put up an error and a hit on the last play, where Devontre Richardson was safe at first. Here's the delivery. And that one misses outside. There's only 1 official hit in the game for the Lemurs. Dennis Phipps got that. That made it pretty easy for the Lemurs. I'll have to go figure that one out with the official scorekeeper between innings. Odd. This one's hit off the top of the plate. It goes high into the air. Brown grabs it. He'll flip over to first base, and that's going to take care of the Lemurs. Wichita's up 2-0. We're through 1.5. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball. Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit Hot Dog, and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito Hamburger and Cabrito Hot Dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1990. That's Texas Outlaw Grill.
In over 40 years, nobody's helped more families achieve the American dream of home ownership than Armadillo. In fact, Armadillo Homes has built more homes than all other builders combined. And there are reasons for this: integrity, responsibility, service, and of course, quality. So if you're thinking about making the greatest investment in your life, think of the one builder who's dedicated its entire life to helping the Laredo family. Think Armadillo Homes. ArmadilloHomes.com. Go Lemurs.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubba-da, boom, which led to you. Miller Lights, we invented light beer, and you're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Since Extending Technologies opened for business in 1998, they have worked to establish solid relationships with their clients. They are set to maintain the highest standards of service and integrity and to perform work of only the highest quality, achieving client satisfaction on every project. They have attained these goals through a tradition of care and professional pride. They serve a wide range of corporations and small business franchises. Extending Technologies has the tools and expertise for any technical need that your business may have. Call us here in Laredo at 725-2654. That's 725-2654 for Ascending Technologies.
All right, so there was some confusion between the scoreboard and the official scorekeeper, so that's what the issue was on the Devontae Richardson hit/error. It is an error. And here's the pitch. The first pitch to Dean is swung on and popped up in the air down the right field line. It's going to be a foul ball. Lands in the Lemurs bullpen area, actually just behind the Lemurs bullpen where the catchers would sit. So it's 2-0 Wichita. Brent Dean the batter, so 7-8-9 in the batting order. And Alberto Gonzalez is the difference in the game with his 2-run home run in the first inning. So Dean back into the batter's box. And the wind and the delivery from Sam Martin. He shows bunt, pulls back, and the ball misses high. So 1 ball and 1 strike. To the catcher tonight, Brent Dean. Brent Dean did not start in yesterday's ball game. He was sitting out and then ended up coming into the game because Nestor hurt himself. Nestor was running down the first baseline during the double play attempt by the Lemurs. Lemurs got the double play and Nestor pulled up lame. Here's the 1-1. That one swung on and popped back up over our head. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Brent Dean starting the day batting .359, playing in his 17th game of the year. He's from Torrance, California, 6'1", 210 pounds. He went to UCLA, the University of California at Los Angeles, the Bruins. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. That was swung on and chopped up to the first baseman. Delmonico charges. He has it. He'll take it to the bag all by himself, and the first baseman will put away Brent Dean. So 3 unassisted in your scorebook, and here comes Dustin Geiger to the plate.
Wingnuts, first baseman, number 24, Dustin Geiger.
Luis Hernandez is on deck. 1 out in the inning, 2-0 in favor of Wichita. So Geiger, the new all-time first baseman for Wichita. And the pitch. He looks at that one low for a ball. Geiger batting .293 on the year. He was drafted by the Cubs in the 24th round back in 2010. And the 1-0 pitch. He swings right through the changeup. Geiger is hitting 3 straight games. In fact, he has 4 hits over the last 3 ball games for the Wichita Wingnuts. He's batting out of the 8 spot tonight. He batted there last night as well. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sam Martin into the windup. The pitch. Curveball misses outside just a little bit. That might have been a cutter. Had a very little movement to it. 2 balls and 1 strike. He winds and throws. That pitch is on the outside. A fastball that gets by the outside corner of the plate nicely. So now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Luis Hernandez is on deck. And Martin throws home, and that one is a little bit farther outside. Close pitch, but not good enough to be called a strike. So it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out in the inning. Here's the pitch on the 3-2. That one is just a little low. So Geiger walks, and that was a very close pitch there. Might have been just a hair low. So walk for Geiger. He's taken 9 of them this year, including that one right there. Now we head up to the bottom of the order for Hernandez. Luis Hernandez batting .254 on the year. Signed as a non-drafted free agent by the Atlanta Braves back in 2000. Quick toss over to first base, and Geiger's back in. Hernandez spent 5 seasons with the Braves in their minor league organization and played 19 games at their AAA affiliate, the Richmond Braves, before moving over to play for the Baltimore Orioles. Toss over to first, and again, Geiger back in. Hernandez was claimed off waivers by the Baltimore Orioles on October 12th of 2006. He made his major league debut for the Orioles as a late-inning defensive replacement on July 8th of 2007 against Texas. Here's the pitch, swinging a hard hit, one hopper right to Abel Nieves. Nieves flips to Mojica for one, back over to first base, and that's a double play. Just like it was supposed to be. Nicely done there by the Lemurs. That ball was hard hit over to Nieves at second, and he snared it off of the ground. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We're going to the top of the third inning, 2-0 Wichita. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball. You want to sit in a car for 7 hours, risk a flat tire, traffic, or highway construction delays? Fly direct from Laredo International Airport to Dallas-Fort Worth on American Airlines. From Dallas, you can change planes and take a flight to Tokyo, London, or even Rio de Janeiro. With 4 daily arrivals and departures, American Airlines is sure to have a connection that works best for you. So avoid spending hours in the car or risk an accident on the highway or even a flat tire. Fly in comfort from Laredo International Airport. Visit AA.com for details and to book a reservation.
Todos sabemos que podemos lograr más cuando estamos listos. Por eso, decidí matricularme en Texas A&M International University. Quiero un título universitario y las oportunidades que me brindará. TAMU me ha recibido a mí y a 7,000 estudiantes de todo el mundo. TAMU me impulsa a ser grande, enciende mi mente y hace mi corazón latir. Imagina las posibilidades cuando eres impulsado por TAMU.
Inscríbete ahora para verano y otoño. Visita tamu.edu y sé impulsado.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma. Pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres. Pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo. Carne asada con ganas, solo en H-E-B.
All right, Luke Bailey's going to lead it off for the Lemurs. It's going to be Bailey, Wiley, and then we go up to the top of the order for Jimmy Mojica. Lemurs down 2-0, so they have some work to do in this one to get back into it. So Luke Bailey steps into the batter's box, facing off against Tim Brown. Here's the pitch. That one just a little bit low. Fastball to start things off to Luke Brown. Tim Brown, starting pitcher tonight for Wichita. Good baseball player. We've seen him around a little bit. 1 ball and no strikes. He delivers. That one is swung on and a fly ball foul off to the right. So far this year, Tim Brown is 2-0 with a .90 ERA over 3 games, so a tough customer. He has pitched in 20 innings, has struck out 11 batters, has walked 1, and he has given up 18 hits, all coming into tonight's game. The 1-1 pitch misses outside. He last pitched against the Fargo Moorhead Redhawks. That was right before the Lemurs went into Fargo. The Wichita Wingnuts were up there. And he pitched in 7 innings, only gave up 1 run. It was earned. He gave up 6 hits, and he walked 6 batters. The pitch swung on, and that's a fly ball down the right field line. That should get out of play, and it will. Down by the flagpoles down the right field line. He got a no decision on May 29th against Grand Prairie. He pitched 7 innings, did not give up a run that day. Gave up only 8 hits. And in his first game of the season, he actually pitched on May 22nd. Pitched 6 innings, got the win that night, and only gave up 1 run. So he's only given up 2 runs so far this year. And he's done a nice job for the Wichita Wingnuts. Here's the 2-2 pitch, swung on in a line drive, 1 hop to the shortstop. Gonzalez snares it somehow, gets up, throws over to first. It's in the dirt, but Geiger digs it out. That'll be a 6-3 putout. It was not that easy, though. You put down 6-3 in your scorebook, but to look back at that play and go, man, there's a little bit more going on than just a regular 6-3 putout. It was on a line until it got about a foot short from Gonzalez, the shortstop. He had to go down and make sure that thing didn't bounce too high on him, and he snared it pretty nicely. Then he threw sharply over to first base. It was a little bit low, and Geiger dug it out of the dirt. Here's Byron Wiley into the batter's box. 1 out, Lemurs down 2-0. And the pitch. Wiley sees that one hit the outer third of the plate at the knees, a fastball. Tim Brown last season put up a mighty 10-4 record and a 3.12 ERA. And the 0-1 pitch. Outside for a ball. He was part of the Wingnuts championship run. Of course, he was a big part of it. Pitching against Laredo throughout that championship run. And the 1-1 pitch. That one is outside for a ball. Last year, he put up a 3.12 ERA over 22 games. He made 20 starts. Struck out 76 batters over 129 innings. He throws a changeup here. It misses outside. Just by a little bit. Wiley showing off that good eye again. 3 balls and 1 strike. 1 out for Laredo. And they're down by 2. Here's the kick and the throw. That one swung on and a chopper up to the first baseman. Glovin, it's Geiger. He'll take it to the bag by himself. Wiley's retired. So 2 down. And we go up to the top of the order for Jimmy Mojica. Mojica struck out looking in his first at bat tonight. And he was kind of stunned by the call. So Mojica probably going to be swinging a little bit more freely now in this at bat. So here's Jimmy. He swings here, hits it off the top of the plate. It's a high in the air. Middlestat has it. The third baseman throws over to first. And that'll do it for Jimmy Mojica and the Lemurs. They go down in order for the second time tonight. We're going to go to the bottom of the third inning. It's 2-0 Wichita. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball. This summer, Allegiant will increase to 4 weekly flights to Las Vegas, Nevada. If gambling in Vegas isn't your thing, Allegiant is also increasing to 2 weekly flights to Orlando. Enjoy the Disney theme parks, Legoland, Universal Studios, SeaWorld, and the Kennedy Space Center. Fly in comfort from your Laredo International Airport. Visit Allegiant.com for details and specials.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people wondering, L-I-T-E? That's how you spell light? Which led to people thumbing through their dictionaries. Which led to, there's got to be a better way to look up words. Which led to the invention of spell check. Which led to better resumes, promotions, celebrations, and happy hour. Miller Lite. We invented light beer and happy hour. You're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Driscoll Health Plan loads the bases with value. We knock it out of the park with all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the Grand Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to Boys and Girls Clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift cards for completing Texas Health Steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit DriscollHealthPlan.com.
All right, we're ready for more baseball here from Lawrence Dumont Stadium, home of the NBC, the National Baseball Congress World Series. That's where it's held. It's held right here. And if you don't know what the NBC is, you can go to Google and check it out. It is a baseball tournament, a collegiate baseball tournament that's played here every single summer. It's been going on for a long time. Here's Jace Ray. He looks at a pitch. It's a little bit low. And the Wichita Wingnuts hit a very long road trip while the National Baseball Congress is in town. I believe it's at the end of July this year. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the kick and the throw. And that one is low and inside, so 2 balls and no strikes. Sam Martin getting the start tonight for the Lemurs out of Oak Point, Texas. Big kid, 6'5", 220 pounds. Had a really nice outing in his last start. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one on the outside corner for a strike at the knees. In fact, he pitched 6 innings in that ball game, but he ended up not getting a decision in that game. Only gave up 2 runs on 6 hits to the Lincoln Salt Dogs. Here comes the 2-1 kick and throw. That one in the same spot. Another strike on the outside corner. So make it 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, he gave up 2 runs on 6 hits. He walked 2 and only struck out 2 batters. Lemurs went on to win 7-6 that day. So a victory for the baseball team. Here's the 2-2, and that one swung on and chopped foul. Of the 3 appearances, Sam Martin has pitched in 2 winning games for the Lemurs. He did pick up a win in a non-start against Grand Prairie back on May 28th. January. Who's playing ball in January? 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That is low and inside. 3-2 now. 2-0 Wichita. And Sam Martin made his first appearance of the season back on opening day on May 21st against Amarillo. Lemurs did take a loss that day. It was a 9-1 final. Here's the 3-2. Swung and a hot shot down the third baseline. Foul. So 3-2 again. Jace Rayo came up to the plate in the bottom of the first inning. He got a base hit. He came around to score on the Alberto Gonzalez home run back in the first inning, and that's the difference in the ball game right now. The full count pitch swung, and that one's grounded foul, and Kevin Hooper, the manager for the Wingnuts, leaps into the air and dodges that baseball. He's also working as the third base coach. Some more baseball is brought out by the ball boy. He'll refresh the umpire, give him a whole new load of baseballs. And another 3-2 pitch is coming. Here it is. Outside, ball 4. Second walk given up today by Martin. And Alberto Gonzalez coming up to the plate again. Well, Sam Martin was concerned when Jace Ray was on the base pass last time. Let's see how he treats it this time. See if he keeps his eye on things one more time. Jace Ray did not even have to worry about the stolen base after the Alberto Gonzalez home run. So a lead for Jace Ray from first base. And the right-handed batter into the box. Bailey sets up away. Here's the pitch. Fastball that hits the inside corner, a little bit above the belt. Good pitch, though, but it didn't hit the mark. Nonetheless, a strike. So 2-0 Wingnuts. Toss over to first base. Ray slides back in head first. Sam Martin, in 2 seasons at Texas Wesleyan University, posted a 21-2 record. Pretty impressive for a college baseball player. A 2.53 ERA during his 160 innings thrown. And the 0-1, a curveball stays high. Martin, in that time, he struck out 106 batters over those 160 innings. So far this year for the Lemurs, he has struck out 4 batters. Striking out guys is not really his game. Another toss over to first, and back in easily is Jace Ray. So Sam Martin sitting with a 1-1 count against Alberto Gonzalez, the former major leaguer. Martin sets. He throws. That one's in the dirt, blocked by Bailey. Good block there by Bailey. He had to close his legs to make sure the ball didn't get through and go all the way back to the backstop. The backstop here is pretty forgiving. It'll bounce. The ball will bounce off the backstop and ricochet pretty good. So you got to be careful if you're a runner on the base paths. A 2-1 count. Here it comes. Swung on and a fly ball into left center. Richardson's on the run. He's going back. He's at the track. He leaps. It's over his head. It bounces off the Red Robin sign in left center. And hustling around third base is Ray, but he's going to be held up. Well, Alberto Gonzalez showing off some power here tonight. He's got a double and a home run, and he just doubled right there. So Ray goes to third. Gonzalez with a double. And here comes David Espinoza with runners in scoring position. Nobody out in the inning.
Now batting for the Wingnuts, right fielder, number 7, David Espinoza.
So here's David Espinoza. Now the infield's going to play in for the Lemurs. All the infielders right around the rim of the grass, what normally would be grass. It's turf here. A switch hitter, Espinoza, batting from the left side, and he'll take a look at the first pitch as it melts over the outside corner for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Espinoza into the batter's box, batting .291 right now. Runners at second and third, and nobody out. The pitch in the dirt, blocked by Bailey. Espinoza was a part of the Kansas City T-Bones team last season before being traded over to the Wingnuts for the playoff drive. He played in 36 games for the Wingnuts last year and batted .338. So he was a pretty productive player once he came over. He did all right with Kansas City, hit .290. You'll take that. 1 ball and 1 strike. Timeout's called, and Espinoza wants to step out of the batter's box. But he really got productive when he came over here to Wichita. In fact, for Kansas City last season, in 64 games, he had 29 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's a breaking ball that hits the outside corner. In comparison, in 36 games in 2014 for the Wingnuts, he had 22 RBIs. So 29 in 64 games for Kansas City, 22 RBIs in 36 games for Wichita. 2-0 Wingnuts. Here's the pitch. Swing and a line drive up the middle. Skims by the ear of Martin. And coming in to score is Jace Ray. It's going to be a 3-0 lead for Wichita. That ball went right back up the middle, and Martin had to defend himself. Luckily, he did not get hit by the baseball. So Gonzalez moves up to third. Espinoza with a single and an RBI on the play. And Mike Meyer, the pitching coach for the Lemurs, out there to talk things over. Matt Pageant coming up to the plate. Matt Pageant in his first at bat, he grounded out 4-3. Still nobody out in the inning, and Mike Meyer maybe has an idea on how Martin could be a little sharper here in his outing. Just leaving too many pitches over the plate right now. Everything that's off the corners is getting belted pretty good. So here comes Matt Pageant. And a set of signs is going to be thrown out to the infielders by Luke Bailey, the catcher for the Lemurs. So here's Pageant. Hasn't fared too well since joining the Wingnuts. 5 for 18. He's batting .278, so he's doing okay. Runners at the corners and nobody out. The pitch. That one is outside for a ball. So the Lemurs playing back for the double play ball. After watching Pageant so much throughout his career, he will ground out to second quite often. We'll see if he does that here, and the Lemurs would enjoy that. And they'd give up the run to get that double play ball. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one's low and outside. A couple of close pitches there thrown by Martin. But the home plate umpire says, nope, they are not strikes. In fact, the home plate umpire just looked into the dugout of the Lemurs, and somebody must have said something over there because they got a reaction out of the umpire. Wasn't anything bad. Here's a snap throw over to first base, and back in safely is the runner Espinoza. I think somebody was just asking where those pitches were missing. It was probably manager Pete Cavilla, I would imagine. Wanted to know exactly where those pitches are. So 2 balls and no strikes to Pageant. Martin holds, now throws, and the pitch is swung on a little looper down the left field line. It's a foul ball by about 5 feet. So we'll do it again. 2 balls and 1 strike. 3-0 Wichita. And the home plate umpire says it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Martin staring in. He gets the sign from Bailey. This is a big at bat. Don't want to let any more runs score if you don't have to, as the pitch misses outside. Of course, the way the Lemurs are playing defense right now, they will let the runner from third to come in to score on a ground ball. They're looking for a ground ball double play opportunity to get 2 outs. There's nobody out right now, so even if the Lemurs do get that double play, that run will score from third. 3 balls and 1 strike. The kick, the throw, the pitch is swung, hit deep into right field. This one has a chance to get out of here, and it is a home run for Matt Pageant. A belt over the right field wall, and that's a 3-run home run. That's going to be the first home run of the season for Pageant, his 4th in his career against the Lemurs. Well, when I heard Matt Pageant was going in to play for the Wichita Wingnuts, and I knew what he has done against the Lemurs in the past, it made me sweat underneath my collar a little bit. And Matt Pageant has made the Lemurs pay one more time. So that's a big number up on the board. 4 runs have scored here in the inning, and it's now 6-0 in favor of Wichita. Here's Joash Brodeen coming up to the plate. Well, there's been 2 big home runs in the ball game. Matt Pageant just hit a 3-run homer, and Alberto Gonzalez hit a 2-run homer. Here's the pitch to Brodeen, and he fouls the ball off down the left field line. It's going to get over by the Wingnuts bullpen. 6 runs on 5 hits here for Wichita. Here's the 0-1 delivery. It's a little bit low. Bailey showing some emotion out there. He's not happy with the umpire's calls. I believe he's probably talking to him even though he's looking out straight ahead. Not going to show up the umpire, but you can tell by his body language from back here that he's not happy with that last call. Here's the 1-1 delivery. That one in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, a good catcher will be down there and trying to talk to the umpire and doing it in a nice, calm, confident voice and never turn around and actually address him. Here's the 2-1, and that one misses away. Once you turn around and address him, then you're showing him up. But if no one can tell that you're actually talking to him, unless you have a trained eye like I do up here, a lot of people though in the stands would never know. Here's the 3-1. Swung on and a hard hit ground ball. That goes into right field for a base hit. Past Delmonico. Delmonico tried to make a play on it, but he was very far away. He was about 3 or 4 feet away when the ball went by him. Even if he would have dove for it, it would have been by him. 2 hits in the ball game for Joash Brodeen. Brodeen and Delmonico, former teammates. They both played on the short-lived London Rippers. If you want to look at a good story, I don't know if it's a good story or a bad story. It's an interesting story. How about that? Go ahead and Google London Rippers. That'll be some good reading. Might be short, but it'll be interesting. Runner at first base, and nobody out still. The pitch to Middlestat, and Bailey comes out of his crouch looking to throw down to first base. And now he's addressing the umpire. He's asking if that was a strike or not, and I believe Bailey wanted that for a strike, and the Lemurs aren't getting the call. I can hear somebody barking from the Lemurs dugout. And it looks like the pitching coach, Mike Meyer, pulling for his guys. Toss over to first base, and that one is not in time. So maybe the Lemurs are feeling like the home plate umpire is squeezing them a little bit, not giving them the calls on the corners. And you need those calls on the corners. If you're going to live in baseball, you got to be able to get the calls on the corners, especially if you're hitting the black. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed. 1 ball and 1 strike, and that's exactly what you end up having to do is what Martin had to do right there. If you're not getting the corners, then you have to go down the middle. And if you go down the middle, you're going to get hurt. And the Lemurs have been hurt plenty so far here in this ball game. So if the Lemurs are feeling like they're not getting those corners, and some of those pitches have been very close. Here comes the 1-1. Breaking ball, swung on and missed. And a snap throw down to first base, and back in safely is Brodeen. 1 ball and 2 strikes. (6-0) Wichita. Martin out of the stretch, holds the mitt against his chest, dangles his right arm, shakes yes to the sign from Bailey. Bailey will set up right in the middle of the plate. Here's the kick and the throw, and that one swung in and a line drive up the middle. That's going to fall for a single. So there's been 5 straight hits now for Wichita. No movement in the bullpen for the Laredo Lemurs. Brent Dean's going to be the batter. That last pitch was right down the middle to Middlestat. Here's Brent Dean. So in the Lemurs' eyes, it's a case of, well, we're not getting the corners, so we have to grab a little bit more plate to get strikes. And if we go across the plate, then we're going to get hit. And that's exactly what's happening right now. So Dean into the batter's box and a runner at second base and still nobody out. Here's the pitch. That one is chopped foul. A check swing by Brent Dean, and the ball goes into the stands. A couple of crazy kids go after it, and one of them picked it up. So no balls and 1 strike. 6 runs on 7 hits for Wichita. Runners at first and second base. Lemurs still looking for that double play ball. Here's the 0-1 delivery. A breaking ball misses away. Excuse me, inside. Got to get my ways and my insides corrected. Well, another nice, comfortable day in Wichita. Got up into the upper 90s today, but not as bad as I have felt before in this town. Here's the 1-1 swung on, and that's a foul ball off to the right. That's going to get over by the sweet spot. And it'll bounce around as it ping-pongs, and one of the kids goes after that, and he'll run it down. Yes, the sweet spot is open again tonight. They have the chocolate and vanilla swirl. Very interested in the chocolate and vanilla swirl. The place is never open, though, before the game. I can't just go over there and go, hey, give me an ice cream when I get here. It's not open until I'm heavily involved in getting ready for the game. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Got to have some wait service up here. Give me some of the ice cream delivered. Might not be able to talk too much, though. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. That one's in the dirt. Blocked by Bailey. Hits him right square in the chest, and the ball falls right out in front of him. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. 6-0 Wichita. In case you're just joining us. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Martin gets the sign. He'll come set. And he kicks and throws. And that one swung on. And a soft liner over the head of Abel Nieves. It gets into right center for a hit. Coming in to score is Brodeen. Going over to third base is Middlestat. The ball is way overthrown. It goes all the way back by the dugout. Here coming to the plate now is Middlestat. Middlestat scores. And going over to third base is Dean. So 2 more runs in to score for Wichita. We'll have to see how that all shakes out. One of them is going to be a single and an RBI, but Middlestat's going to score on the error by the center fielder for the Lemurs. So Richardson threw the ball way over the head of everybody, and it goes over by the dugout for the Wichita Wingnuts. So Brodeen scores on the base hit, and Middlestat scores all the way from first base on the error. Runner at third base and still nobody out, and that pitch misses way outside. Geiger the batter. 1 ball and no strikes. 8-0 Wichita. 6 runs have scored here in the 3rd inning. And the pitch swung on in a line drive, hit well into left field. Wiley going back, he'll make the catch. Tagging and coming in to score is Geiger, and that's going to be the first out of the inning. Excuse me, that's Dean coming in to score. Geiger hit the ball. So another run up on the board. Here's Luis Hernandez, the number 9 hitter. This is going to be the 9th batter to come up to the plate for Wichita. 1 down, the pitch. That one hits the inside corner for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. And the wind and the throw home. Breaking ball misses low. Martin stands still on the hill. Now he'll wind up and throw the ball on the 1-1, and that one is inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. And this is a long inning for the Lemurs. This is the most runs they've given up in an inning all season long. So 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch. Swung on, popped up left center. Richardson on the run. He's going to get into the gap as he glides over there. He'll make the catch. That'll be the 2nd out in the inning. So we go back up to the top of the order for Jace Ray, the guy that started all this. He started off with a walk in the 3rd inning. So the 10th batter to come up to the plate.
Somebody for the Wingnuts. Center fielder, number 4, Jace Ray.
Yeah, 7 runs in to score for the Wingnuts this inning. The most the Lemurs have given up in one ball game so far in 1 inning. As here's a hard hit ground ball to Abel Nieves. He gloves it off to the side, a soft toss to first base, and the Lemurs are finally out of it. A 4-3 put out, and that ends the inning. So 7 runs come in to score for Wichita. They get 7 runs on 5 hits. There was an error, and nobody left. By the way, the most runs in an inning before this inning for the Lemurs in this year was 5. So that's going to do it. We'll take a break, come back with some more baseball for you. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball. Lemurs down 9-0.
Right now, you could be working towards an exciting new career in business administration. At Catholic College Laredo, you'll have the chance to gain professional skills and hands-on training. Earning a business degree could open the door to new career opportunities in fields such as accounting, human resources, banking, and marketing. Start on the path to your new career at Kaplan College. Call 800-617-0800. Right now, you could be working towards an exciting new career in business administration. At Kaplan College Laredo, you'll have the chance to gain professional skills and hands-on training. Earning a business degree could open the door to new career opportunities in fields such as accounting, human resources, banking, and marketing. Start on the path to your new career at Kaplan College. Call 800-617-0800.
Kaplan College does not guarantee employment or career advancement. Information about programs at www.kaplancollege.com/consumer-info.
We all know we can accomplish more when we're ready. That's why I've chosen Texas A&M International University. I want a 4-year degree and the opportunities that it brings. TAMU has welcomed me and more than 7,000 students from around the world. TAMU empowers me to greatness, ignites my mind, and propels me to my future and my impact. Imagine the possibilities when you're powered by TAMU.
Register now for summer and fall. Visit tamu.edu and get powered.
Capital Care EMS, located at 1510 Kailan Norte Suite number 11, invites you to experience a new standard in medical transportation, servicing Laredo and all surrounding areas. Capital Care.
All right, back to action. Lemurs down 9-0. And here we go. First pitch to the new batter, Abel Nieves. That one is outside for a ball. So starting pitcher Tim Brown has been given a nice cushion here as we move throughout the ball game. And the pitch. That one misses just barely away. So 2 balls and no strikes. And Brown throws again to Abel Nieves. Nieves swings and tips the ball into the glove of Brent Dean. 9 runs on 8 hits. The Wichita Wingnuts picked up 6 straight hits in that inning. 6 of the runs are earned off the 7 that scored. Here's the 2-1 pitch. High for a ball. So the Lemurs definitely have some work to do to try to get back into this thing, and against a very, very good pitcher. I told you earlier, Tim Brown's only given up 2 runs through 3 outings so far this year. Here's a hard hit ground ball to the left of Middlestat, the third baseman. It's into left field for a hit. And the Lemurs have gotten started on the right track here in the inning. So the next batter is going to be Juan Silverio. Well, the Lemurs can definitely put up a big score. We've seen them put up 10 or more runs a few times this season. So it's definitely not out of the question if they can stop the Wichita Wingnuts from scoring for the rest of this ball game. That they can definitely crawl back into it. Runner at first base and nobody out. The pitch. Silverio watches it hit the outside corner for a strike. Remember, the Lemurs on Sunday just picked up 17 hits and 15 runs. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch. That one over the plate for a strike, right at the knees. Looking down into the Lemurs dugout, I don't see any sad faces. I see some guys that want to get back into this ball game. The 0-2 outside for a ball. One ball and 2 strikes to Silverio, the third baseman for Laredo. Recent member of the club that has been a very nice addition since joining the team. And the 1-2 swung on and a ground ball over to the shortstop. Charging Gonzalez. He flips to Hernandez for 1. Back to first base, and it's not going to be in time there. Ball hit too softly for Wichita to have a chance to turn a double play. They get 1 out over at second base. And Silverio's safe at first. I see the Lemurs training staff working on some guys. Charlie Flores down there and Jojo Villarreal. Getting them ready for the next couple innings. Here's Dennis Phipps. The pitch. Swung on, hit high in the air, left center field. Going back, and the ball is Ray. He's looking high into the air. His neck is bent all the way back. He's at the warning track. He'll make the catch. That was a super high pop-up, a major league pop-up off the bat of Dennis Phipps. So Phipps heads back into the dugout. with 2 down and a runner at first base.
Grab a voucher from any quick shop location for a $1 general admission seat. Select items.
So here's Richardson, Devontre Richardson, the batter. 9-0 Wichita. Early going, though. Still some time for Laredo. Here's the pitch. Inside for a ball. Tony Delmonico's on deck. Lemurs come into tonight's game. As a team, they're batting .293. In fact, they lead the league in hitting. Right behind him is Wichita and St. Paul. Here's the 1-0. Swung on a hard hit. Ground ball. One hopper to the shortstop. Gonzalez has it. He'll flip to Hernandez. And that's all Wichita needs. 1 out. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We're going to the bottom of the 4th inning. Wichita's coming up. They're up 9-0.
Capital Care EMS, located at 1510 Calle del Norte, Suite number 11, invites you to experience a new standard in medical transportation, servicing Laredo and all surrounding areas. Capital Care EMS provides transports to wound care treatments, HBO treatments, dialysis treatments, doctor's appointments, radiation treatments, chemotherapy treatments, and many more. From emergency medical transport to x-rays and lab work, our state-certified EMTs and paramedics are readily available 24 hours a day when you need them most. Capital Care EMS accepts most major medical insurances, including Medicare, Medicaid, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, and many more. Capital Care EMS is locally owned and operated. Call now for your free consultation. 956-712-8911. That's 956-712-8911. Capital Care EMS, creating a new standard in medical transportation. Capital Care EMS, the official ambulance of your Laredo Lemurs.
Getting hungry? Popeyes always hits the spot. Make sure to stop by any Popeyes location to try out Popeyes' new Smoky Garlic Chili Chicken Dinner. It includes 4 smoky garlic chicken tenderloins served with Popeyes' new garlic herb dipping sauce, your choice of a signature side, and a buttermilk biscuit for just $4.99. Promotion starts Monday, May 25th.
3, 2, 1. Number 1. That's Laredo's #1 Chevy dealer. Family Chevrolet turns the best day ever into the best month ever. 15% off. Not good enough, but 25% off. Now that makes it the best month ever. With over 600 vehicles available, makes it the best pricing ever. 2015 Equinox, 2015 Traverse. Not 15, but 25% off. And the best financing rates for the best month ever. 1.9 interest. Family Chevrolet of Laredo.com. Come.
All right, first pitch. Misses for a ball. And we're back underway. Bottom of the 4th inning. Lemurs down 9-0. And Sam Martin stays on the mound for Laredo as here's a line drive in the left center field. Going back on the ball, Wiley. Wiley will reach for it, go into a dive, and he misses the ball. It bounces on the carpet out there and goes over the fence. So that's going to be a ground rule double.
The extra base hit is the Sand Creek Station drive of the game. One person sitting in
Alberto Gonzalez having a game. A home run in the first, a double in the third, a double right there. And David Espinoza coming up to the plate, and the trainer for the Lemurs, Jojo Villarreal, is going to go out and take a look at Wiley, I believe. Wiley had to dive for the ball, and he seems to be okay. Jojo wanted to go up and check up on him, and Wiley says, I'm all right. Jojo was out of the dugout pretty quickly there, and wanted to see if Wiley needed some attention. But of course, anytime you dive out there on that turf, that's going to eat you up. You're just going to go ahead and get some rug burn. It's not going to feel very good. Here's David Espinoza, a switch hitter. Batting from the left side and runner at second base. Here's the pitch. It misses outside. So Sam Martin out for another inning for the Lemurs. And the Lemurs would like a quick one here, even though the leadoff man Gonzalez has gotten on already. They'd like to see Sam Martin work through this one pretty quickly after giving up 7 runs in the last inning. He spikes this one about 3 feet short of the plate. So it's 2 balls and no strikes. Lemurs will play here one more day, a 7:05 start again tomorrow. And then the Lemurs will head home with Thursday off and get ready for a new series. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball misses outside. That was a changeup. So 3 balls and no strikes. Hear a lot of barking from the Lemurs dugout. They want those pitches, and they're not getting them. So 3-0 count to Espinoza. Sam Martin out of the stretch. He kicks and throws, and that one is on the outside corner for a strike. Good fastball there that pegs the outside corner. So that time Martin gets the call, but that was plainly a strike. If that was not called a strike, there might have been a riot. Here comes the 3-1 delivery. Swung on and popped up left field. Wiley stands in his tracks. Now he moves in a little bit, taps the mid on the thigh, and he'll make the catch. Love when guys tap the mid on the thigh. That says, I got this thing. And it lets me know that they got it. Makes it a lot easier to call the game.
Designated hitter number 22, Matt Pageant.
So Matt Pageant with another at bat. Pageant hit his first home run of the game, or excuse me, of the season. And he did hit the first home run of the game as well. The second home run of the game, his first home run of the game in his last at bat. Did I confuse you right there? I'm kind of confused right now. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball misses away. 1-0. That was a good pitch. If it missed barely. Nice little breaking ball there from starting pitcher Sam Martin for the Lemurs. 9-0 the score, Wichita in the lead. So Matt Pageant hit his first home run of the season in his last at bat. As he looks at this one here, it misses low and inside. He struggled when he was with the Lemurs earlier this year, but when I saw Matt Pageant on the club, and knowing that he's a powerful left-handed batter, didn't know how well he would fare in the ballpark at Uni-Trade Stadium. The 2-0 pitch. Swan, and that one's launched into right field. Going back, and the ball is Taylor. Taylor's at the track. He is going to make the catch as he slams into the wall. And heading back to second base is Gonzalez. So Pageant gave it a good ride, but Taylor was there to make the catch. So 2 down. So as I was saying, when I saw Pageant, and I know he's a powerful guy, and I know he could hit some long balls in any ballpark, but Uni-Trade Stadium is a ballpark that will crush left-handed spirit. I mean, if you think you're a home run hitter and you're a lefty and you come into Uni-Trade Stadium, you're going to find out differently very, very quickly. There's been a handful of home runs hit out of the ballpark in left field at Uni-Trade Stadium throughout the four-year life of the ballpark. Here's the pitch to Brodeen, and that one's in the dirt. Bailey blocks it, keeps it out in front of him. Nicely done there. Same with center field in that ballpark. In fact, anything from left center over to right, it's pretty much a dead zone, or at least it has been in the past, and this year has proven no different, even though there's been one home run to straightaway center by John Gaston. Here's the 1-0 pitch, swung on, and that's fouled back. Now to get back up and up over the sweet level. But when Gaston hit his home run, the wind was blowing in a totally different direction than when it normally blows. It normally blows out to left, and that's what kills the balls in right. The wind blows over the wall, through right field, and over the left field wall at Uni-Trade Stadium. Here comes the 1-1. Swung in a hard hit ground ball, and that's going to get up the middle for a base hit. Around third and trying to come home is Gonzalez. Here comes the throw, and it's not going to be in time. In fact, it's over the head of Bailey. Sam Martin there to back it up, and hanging out at first base is Joash Brodeen. So he'll take the single and hang in there. And coming in to score is Alberto Gonzalez. It's now a 10-0 lead for Wichita. So anytime a left-handed batter goes into Uni-Trade Stadium, I mean, their best efforts are just going to go for naught if they try to hit the long ball there. And I've seen the biggest, baddest guys in the American Association that bat left-handed get squashed in that ballpark. And I don't know if that had anything to do with Matt Pageant not succeeding there. As here's a pitch, and it's popped up over to the left side. Going out's Mojica, coming in's Wiley. The left fielder will take over. He'll make the call, make the catch, and that's going to do it for Wichita here in the fourth inning. So they get 1 run on 2 hits. There are no errors and 1 left. We're going to the top of the 5th. Lemurs coming up to the plate. They're down right now by a score of 10-0. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Today at Whataburger, we're cooking the Honey Mustard Water Chicken Club. The chicken is hot and fresh. It's got melted Monterey Jack cheese topped with lettuce, tomato, bacon, and then the honey mustard adds a nice sweet flavor to it.
All the flavors come together just perfect. I mean, not only do I want to eat it, but I keep wanting to look at it.
The crunchiness of the bacon adds a really nice texture.
Honey mustard and chicken just go together. You know, sweet and savory, it's a perfect mix.
Try the new Honey Mustard Water Chicken Club.
Only at Whataburger for a limited time.
Crowd at the bar making you sweat?
Uh-huh.
Could you use some ice-cold refreshment?
You bet.
Then Coors Light may be right for you. Could result in epic nights, maximum refreshment, great times, awesome memories, high fives, smiles, Rocky Mountain refreshment, Blue Mountain refreshment, quadruple epic refreshment, killer parties, and totally refreshed killer parties. Ask your bartender for Coors Light today.
Definitely.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free membership to specific boys and girls clubs. Receive gift cards for completing Texas healthcare checkups. Restrictions and limitations may apply. Visit us at DriscollHealthPlan.com.
We'd like to imagine that if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new friends to enjoy them with. Here's hoping we're right, and you're not just stuck in traffic. Here's hoping it's Miller time.
Tony Delmonico into the batter's box for Laredo as we go to the top of the fifth inning. And the pitch to Tony Delmonico, a breaking ball low and away. So I got a couple of friends listening. Charlie Flores and his buddy Blake. Want to say a big hello out to them. The 1-0 pitch swung on a hard hit ground ball. Over to the shortstop Gonzalez. He'll throw over to first base, and it's in time to get the out. So as I like to say, a shout out to Charlie and Blake. A couple of guys that like to listen to the ball game from time to time. Lemurs fans, big Lemurs fans. I appreciate them tuning in for the broadcast here tonight from Wichita. Appreciate everybody tuning in for the broadcast tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. It's 10-0 Wichita. Here's the pitch to Kevin Taylor. He watches it go low. So 1 ball and no strikes. And the kick and the throw home from Brown, and that one is on the outside corner for a strike. See, that's the call that the Lemurs are looking for right there. That pitch was a baseball on the outside corner, and the Lemurs aren't getting that call right now. 1 ball and 1 strike. Tim Brown, he's a very fine pitcher. I mean, he's got touch like no other as that one hits the inside corner for a strike. Tim Brown, one of the better pitchers in the American Association. It's always been fun watching him pitch. He throws the 1-2, and that one is outside for a ball. His lifetime against the Lemurs, he's done very well. A 3-1 record, so 3 wins and 1 loss, and a 1.88 ERA over 5 games. He's made 4 starts against Laredo. The 2-2 pitch swung on a ground ball over to the right side just by the second baseman Hernandez. And that'll be a base hit for Kevin Taylor. So here comes Luke Bailey to the plate. Lemurs down 10-0. We're in the 5th inning. And Luke Bailey grounded out to the shortstop in his first at-bat of the night. Tim Brown has also given up only 7 runs against Laredo in his time against him. Only 6 of those runs have been earned, and he's struck out 17 batters in his time against the Lemurs. Tonight, he only has 1 strikeout on the board, but he's held the Lemurs to no runs. So the Lemurs need to learn how to break this little streak by Tim Brown as he throws a fastball in the outside corner. Wiley's on deck. But a lot of teams have the same problem with Tim Brown. It's not just Laredo that has this issue by any means. You run into Tim Brown and you run into a good pitcher. Here's the 0-1. And that one hits the outside corner for a strike. I mean, it's just like any big pitcher in the big leagues. You just run into a tough guy and you're going to have a tough night. No balls and 2 strikes. Pitching makes the world go round. Yeah, you need runs to win ball games, but if you don't have good pitching, it's going to be hard to win. No balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. The delivery. That one just misses outside. So a 1-2 count with 1 down. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The catcher Dean looking into the dugout for the Wingnuts. And they might be wondering where that last pitch missed. Here's the 1-2 delivery, swung on and fouled away. That's one reason I love coming to Wichita is we sit right on top of home plate. I mean, literally, we're right behind the plate. And we're elevated pretty high here, so when we're looking down, we actually can see pretty much the whole plate. And it's a nice little view here. 1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch. Breaking ball swung on a ground ball to the third baseman. Middlestat has it. He flips to second for 1, back over to first base. It's in time to turn 2. We're through 4.5. It's 10-0 Wichita. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Texas Inflatable Rentals has Laredo's largest water slides. Real proud to say that we serve the greater Laredo area and supply slip sliding fun for kids of all ages. Texas Inflatable Rentals has a huge selection of inflatables for every budget. And to add to the party, we rent tables, chairs, snow cone machines, popcorn machines, and cotton candy machines that will help take your party to the next level. We also have moonwalks and bounce houses. Contact Texas Inflatable Rentals at 956-436-3909 or at texasinflatablerentals.com and book with the coupon code LEMURS for a 10% discount. That's Texas Inflatable Rentals, Laredo's largest water slide.
Now it's time for the Laredo Lemurs pregame show. Laredo Lemurs Baseball is brought to you by Popeye's Chicken, AEP Texas, Armadillo Homes, Ascending Technologies, Ashley's Furniture of Laredo, Capital Care EMS, Chavarias Plumbing, Core Business Solutions, Driscoll Health Plan, Falcon International Bank, Family Chevrolet, Gold's Gym, Guerra Communications, HEB, iGadget Repair Center, Kaplan.
Uni-Trade continues to provide solutions in foreign trade through a highly satisfactory customs brokerage service. Uni-Trade has quality trained personnel devoted to the highest level of customer service. For all your transportation, distribution, and consolidation needs, it's Uni-Trade.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts: personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Hey Lemurs fans, every Thursday night at Uni-Trade Stadium is a Thirsty Thursday. Come on out and enjoy cold Miller Lite draft beers for only $1. That's right, beer for $1. You can get tickets online at LaredoLemurs.com or by phone at 956-7-LEMURS. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th for Wichita Wingnuts, catcher number 16, Brent Dean.
All right, Brent Dean starts it off for Wichita as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Lemurs down 10-0 right now. So a big deficit here for Laredo. And the pitch. Ooh, that's a fastball in the inner third of the plate. No balls and 1 strike, so a fastball to Brent Dean to start off. Dean on the day, he's 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI. He also scored a run back in that mighty 3rd inning for the Wingnuts. They scored 7 runs there. The 0-1 breaking ball misses low. So it's Dean, Geiger, and Hernandez, 7, 8, 9 in the batting order for Wichita. Last time these 3 came up to start the inning, they went down almost in order. There was a double play ball that wiped out a walk. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one swung on and drilled left field, but very foul. Ends up hitting on top of the batting cage down the left field line. There's a batting cage that has an aluminum roof down there, and it banged off of that. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swung on a ground ball on a couple of hops over to Jimmy Mojica. He'll straighten up, throw over to first base, and that's it for Brent Dean. Dustin Geiger now the batter. So Geiger on the day with a walk back in the 2nd. In the 3rd inning, he hit a sac fly that drove in a run. The big blast that inning came off the bat of Matt Pageant. Pageant hit a 3-run home run earlier in the game in the 1st inning. Alberto Gonzalez hit a 2-run homer that gave the Wingnuts an early 2-0 lead. 1 out in the inning, 10-0 Wingnuts. And here's the pitch from Sam Martin. That one is a breaking ball, misses in. And I believe that the catcher, Luke Bailey, wanted that pitch for his catcher. He looked into the dugout after the pitch. And the 1-0 pitch. That one is low. So 2 balls and no strikes. Geiger batting .288. He's got 12 RBIs, a couple of home runs on the season. And the delivery. Low one away. So even though we're in the bottom of the 5th and there's been 10 runs put up on the board, games move pretty quickly. And the 3-0 pitch. Called a strike on the inside corner, so Geiger will see another one. Lemurs will have Thursday off. They'll be getting home from Wichita sometime in the early afternoon. And the 3-1 pitch swung on in a drill, a drive to left, and this one's going to get out of here. A no-doubt home run off the bat of Dustin Geiger. So his 3rd home run of the season right there. That's the 3rd home run of the game for Wichita. So Geiger quickly around the bases, and it's now 11-0 in favor of the Wichita Wingnuts. Well, the runs that the Lemurs have given up on the season is 11, so the previous high was 10. So that's a new high that the Wingnuts have just put up on the board this year. Here's a pitch to Luis Hernandez. It misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. So 11-0 Wichita, and the delivery. Swung in a hard hit ground ball. Belnieva's going for it, and he reaches, and it's just underneath his mitt at second base. Into right center it goes. So single there, and going up to the top of the order, it's going to be Jace Ray. Well, so far the starting pitcher for the Wingnuts, Tim Brown, has been pretty conservative. I'm going to be surprised to see him go at least 7 or 8 innings here tonight as long as he stays on track. But the Lemurs, of course, going to try to disrupt that. The pitch swung on and fouled away. But with the score the way it is, the Lemurs will have to do some damage. Lemurs playing the 3rd baseman, Silverio, to pull. So they got him pulled over quite a bit, as well as Jimmy Mojica. He's pretty close to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. That one's low. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out in the inning, a runner at first base. So the Lemurs would love that double play ball right now. Jace Ray already with a single in the ball game. And the 1-1 pitch swung, and that's fouled back. That'll get up into the suite level and bang off the wall and go back down into the stands. Actually bounced down into the Wingnuts dugout. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That one misses, and Luke Bailey out of his crouch again, not happy with the call. He's not throwing the ball back. You can definitely tell by his body language that the Lemurs aren't getting the calls. And now Jimmy Mojica with his hands on his hips, wondering where the pitch is. You got the 2 middle infielders seeing the pitches pretty clearly there, and they want to know how come the Lemurs aren't getting the calls. Even at 11-0. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that's fouled away. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. Now Mojica with a few words for Brian Child, who's the 3rd base umpire tonight. Child was the home plate umpire last night, and Child called a nice game last night. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, and a ground ball past the 3rd baseman down the left field line. That will probably be extra bases. It bangs off the 330 marker down the left field line, and going in the 3rd base is Hernandez. Going in with a double is Ray. So the hits keep on coming for Wichita. And for Jace Ray, that's his 2nd hit of the day. Here comes Mike Meyer out of the dugout. And the Lemurs look like they're going to get the bullpen going. So they're trying to get at least 5 innings out of the young man, Sam Martin, here, but he's having a tough night. So Mike Meyer out to chat with him. It's 11-0 Wichita, 11 runs on 13 hits.
It's now time for Know Your Royals.
Sam Martin looked fantastic in his last outing, and when you're not getting corner pitches, it makes for a long night. Here comes the home plate umpire, Chance Wilson, and last thing he wants to do right now is go into a pack of Lemurs and try to break up this conversation.
In 2006.
So Wilson goes over and tries to break up this conversation and is trying to get in the middle of the players. And now Mike Meyer going to have a few questions for him.
Put your hands together for a member of Laura's starting pitching staff.
And a few more words exchanged, and everybody will go back to where they belong. Alberto Gonzalez coming up to the plate. This guy's been hot today. A 2-run homer in the first, a double in the third, and a double in the fourth inning. Runners at second and third for Wichita, and it's an 11-0 lead. 1 out in the inning. David Espinosa's on deck. Here's the pitch. That one's spiked in the dirt, and the ball goes all the way back on top of the backstop. It actually goes out of play. So a run comes in to score, and heading over to third base is Jace Ray. That's going to be a wild pitch. Really nothing Luke Bailey can do about that one. So it's 12-0 in favor of Wichita. Luis Poyorena warming up for the Lemurs right now, the lefty. The 1-0 pitch, right down the middle. That was literally right down the middle, right at the belt, and it split the plate in two. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch. Breaking ball swung on and lined into center field right at Devontae Richardson. He'll get underneath it and make the catch. Tagging and coming home is Ray. It's now 13-0 Wichita. And the night for Gonzalez stays perfect after the sac fly. There's 2 down in the inning. Into the batter's box now, David Espinosa. So 2 outs. Lemurs would love to see Martin at least get through this inning. And I'm sure they'll turn it over to the bullpen after that. Here's the pitch to Espinosa, and it misses low.
Your attention, would Tia Roman please report to the EMC Insurance Company's customer service window at this time. Tia Roman.
Martin winds and throws on the 1-0. There's a swing. That one's popped foul. That'll get up and over the ballpark. There's actually signs as you drive into this ballpark in the parking lot that say we are not liable for any damage to your car. That's how close the parking lot is to the field. Here's the 1-1 delivery. That one is low for a ball. And I'm sure there's plenty of cars that get dinged as the balls go up and over the ballpark and right out into the parking lot. 2-1. The pitch. Breaking ball away. So 3-1 count now to David Espinosa. Espinosa on the night. He has flown out to center, singled and drove in a run, and flew out to left. The 3-1 delivery. Swung and grounded up the first baseline. It is a fair ball. Delmonico grabs it. He'll touch the bag, and that's going to be it for Wichita. But they score 3 more runs in the inning. 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors and nobody left. We're going to the top of the 6th. Lemurs down 13-0. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Need a little spark in your life? Then come on out to Uni-Trade Stadium for Friday night fireworks. Tickets start as low as $5, and you'll get to see great baseball and great fireworks all in one night. To get tickets, call 956-7-LEMURS or go online at LaredoLemurs.com. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care 1 athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
All right, we go to the 6th inning. Lemur's coming up to the plate. It's going to be Wiley, Mojica, and Nieves. And the delivery, a fastball on the outer third of the plate, right at the knees to Byron Wiley. Lemurs are down 13-0. And here's the pitch. That one is outside. When the sun goes down here, behind us, behind the stadium, there's an awful glare off a building out there in right center. Here's a line drive up the middle, base hit for Wiley. So a good start here in the 6th inning for the Lemurs, a single for Wiley. But there's a big brown building. It's actually a Hyatt Regency Hotel. Over the river, so the Arkansas River is over the right field wall. And over that, there's a Hyatt Regency Hotel. And when the sun goes down behind the ballpark here in Wichita, there's an awful glare off the windows out there in right center. And I'm wondering if that affects the players at all. Because it affects me. Here's the pitch. And that one is a breaking ball that hits the middle of the plate. In there for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. I got to remember to ask them that. I don't know if they're getting affected because I'm a little bit higher than they are, obviously, in the press box. And that one misses low for a ball, a breaking ball. And it's not right in dead center, so they do have the green tarp right behind the home run fence in center field for the batter's eye. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball misses in. 2 balls and 1 strike. Tim Brown still on the mound for Wichita. Wichita's up 13-0. It's a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Low and away. Fastball there. So now it's 3-1. That glare only lasts for a little bit, but it's there right now, out in right center. The pitch. Swung and a ground ball over to the shortstop. Gonzalez flips to Hernandez. Over to first base, and that's a double play. So 2 quickly turned. And that erased Wiley off the base pass after his base hit.
For each client than any other competitor in the state of Kansas. Cindio is a proud sponsor.
And Abel Nieves now coming up to the plate.
Second baseman number 14, Abel Nieves.
13-0 the score. Next half inning, when the Wingnuts come up to the plate, we'll try to get you the American Association scoreboard. The pitch. Abel takes high for a ball. Don't want to start giving you scores with 2 outs. The pitch swung on and hit in the air into right field. Drifting back, Espinoza, and he'll make the catch, and that's going to do it for the Lemurs. They send 3 to the plate here in the inning. Wiley gets a base hit. Mojica with a double play ball, and then Abel Nieves flies out to right. We're going to the bottom of the 6th inning. Lemurs going back on defense. It's 13-0 Wichita. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Uni-Trade continues to provide solutions in foreign trade through a highly satisfactory customs brokerage service. Uni-Trade has quality trained personnel devoted to the highest level of customer service. For all your transportation, distribution, and consolidation needs, it's Uni-Trade.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Hey Lemurs fans, every Thursday night at Uni-Trade Stadium is a Thirsty Thursday. Come on out and enjoy cold Miller Lite draft beers for only $1. That's right, beer for $1. You can get tickets online at LaredoLemurs.com or by phone at 956-7-LEMURS. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas, as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Need a little spark in your life? Then come on out to Uni-Trade Stadium for Friday night fireworks. Tickets start as low as $5, and you'll get to see great baseball and great fireworks all in one night. To get tickets, call 956-7-LEMURS or go online at LaredoLemurs.com. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care one athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
For all
13-0 Wichita. New pitcher in for the Laredo Lemurs. Luis Poyorena coming on to pitch now for Laredo. So Pageant into the batter's box. It'll be a lefty-lefty matchup to get things going. So Sam Martin, his night is done. A rough one for Sam. After a nice outing in his last appearance, Poyorena throws sidearm and he gets one to clip the inside corner of the plate. That was a pretty nasty pitch. It almost looks like it's coming from the back of Matt Pageant. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch, and that one is inside for a ball. So Martin on the night pitched 5 innings. He gave up 14 hits, 13 runs. He only walked 1 batter, and he didn't strike anybody out. So he was around the plate. The 1-1 delivery. That one is low, but of course he just wasn't getting those corner pitches that he needed to be successful. And if you're not getting corners, then you got to gobble up more of the plate, and that turns into base hits. Pitchers got to live on the corners. And the hitters, they live in the middle of the plate. If you're throwing in the middle of the plate, they're going to do some damage. And that's what happened here tonight. Here's the 2-1, swung on and missed. And the Lemurs have been pretty much letting the umpire have it all night behind the plate. They think they weren't getting the calls, and there was some close pitches that just weren't going the Lemurs' way. Here comes the 2-2 delivery, swung on, and that's chopped foul. Joash Brodeen is on deck. So Pageant at the plate looking at a 2-2 count. Poyorena gets the sign. He'll set, he'll deliver, and that one is swung and lofted foul off to the left. That'll get back into the stands. Look out over there, coming your way. They had a small group of people down the left field line just chatting it up. Didn't see the foul ball coming, all of a sudden bounced next to him, and they'll go hopping. A 2-2 count. The pitch. That one's way outside. Off the tip of the glove of, well, I don't think that's Luke Bailey actually behind the plate anymore. That actually is Taylor, I believe. So the Lemurs have made some defensive changes, and I got to figure out who's where. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 to Pageant. So the Lemurs lead off with a strikeout here in the inning. That's the first strikeout thrown against Wichita tonight. So I believe Ty Forney is out and right. And behind the plate is Kevin Taylor for the Lemurs. Looking around the infield, I see the rest of the faces are all the same. So there we go. Forney into the ball game in right field. And Taylor behind the plate. Bailey's going to take the rest of the night off. The 1-0, that misses low. 13-0 Wichita. Joash Brodeen having a nice game. He's got 3 hits. He's also scored a run and picked up an RBI. The 1-0. Low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Poyorena out of the stretch. The 2-0 swung on, and that one is tipped off of the leg of Brodeen.
Playing right field for the Lemurs. Number 3, Tyler Forney. And moving from right field to catcher, number 7, Kevin Taylor.
Yeah, they just figured it out here up in the press box as well. They just announced that the players are where they're at. Here's the 2-1 pitch swung, and that one's chopped off of Brodeen's foot. Poyorena fields it as if it's a fair ball. He didn't realize it was foul. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Brodeen will see another pitch. $13-0 Wichita. So a new baseball put into play. Wind starting to pick up here at Lawrence Duan Stadium. Just a slight breeze blowing out to left field. Just a little baby breeze. The 2-2. Swung and missed. A nice pitch there. A changeup by Poyorena. Back-to-back strikeouts for Luis. And coming up to the plate now is TJ Middlestat. Well, the Lemurs won last night. Did a nice job beating the Wingnuts in yesterday's ball game. Won by a final score of 6-1. But behind dominating pitching by the starting pitcher Omar Bencomo, new pitcher for the Lemurs, a former Wingnut. In fact, Middlestat sees a sidearm breaking ball, and it goes over the plate for a strike. 0-1. And the pitch. Breaking ball swung, and that is grounded foul. So quickly, Middlestat into an 0-2 hole. The Wingnuts tonight have hit 3 home runs, a 2-run homer by Alberto Gonzalez, a 3-run homer by Matt Pageant, and then a solo home run by Dustin Geiger. The pitch misses away. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to TJ Middlestat. Middlestat on the day has 1 single and a run scored. That run scored came in the 3rd. He looks at a pitch here. It's a fastball low. So overall, Middlestat 1 for 3 on the day. And a 2-2 pitch coming up from Poyorena. Here it is, and there it goes. A line drive in the left field. That will be a base hit. Lemurs were looking for a 1-2-3 inning. And Middlestat just disrupted that. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning in a 13-0 lead for the Wingnuts.
Now batting for the Wingnuts, catcher, number 16.
So here's the catcher, Brent Dean. Dean 1 for 3 as well. He's got an RBI and a run scored. Dean starting the day batting .343 with 6 RBIs and a home run on the season. Here's the pitch. Swung and a hard hit ground ball. Mojica dives. He has it as he smothers it. He tries to go to second base, and it's in time to get the out. So that's going to do it for the Wichita Wingnuts. We're going to go to the top of the 7th inning. The Lemurs are going to come up to the plate. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball, 13-0 Wingnuts. Looking to travel this summer? If the year-round flights to Las Vegas aren't fit for you, take advantage of Allegiant's direct flights from Laredo International Airport to Orlando. For as low as $119 round trip, you and your family can be in Orlando in 2.5 hours. Fly in comfort from your Laredo International Airport. Visit Allegiant.com for details and specials.
Tokyo Garden of Laredo is located at 2515 East Del Mar Boulevard, and they serve the best sushi in town. Stop by Tokyo Garden for a quick lunch or a fancy dinner. Either way, you're going to enjoy our fine cuisine. Did you just get off work? Then come on by and check out our happy hour specials. Tokyo Garden, where you'll find the best sushi in Laredo.
Right now, when you sign up for a Gold's Gym membership, you'll get tons of extras completely free. Confidence, free. Compliments from your coworkers, free. And the desire to wear tiny bathing suits, you guessed it, free. You'll be stronger with extras, and you'll be stronger with Gold's Gym. Know your own strength. Tiny bathing suit not included.
Pro Mega Signs of Laredo is there for all of your printing and signage needs. We can be found at 1615 Jackman Road in Laredo, or you can reach us by phone at 956-723-2110. Again, that's 956-723-2110. If you need a sign, big or small, come to Pro Mega Signs of Laredo, where your print job is just around the corner.
Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit Hot Dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito Hamburger and Cabrito Hot Dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1990. That's Texas Outlaw Grill. All right, we'll take a look at the American Association scoreboard here as we go to the top of the 7th inning. Lemurs down in this one, 13-0. Here's Juan Silverio. And the pitch from Tim Brown. He swings, and Silverio drives it into left field. This one's hit pretty well, and it's going to hit off the bottom of the wall. And it'll go bouncing around and go right into the glove of Brodeen. So he'll secure it, and going in with a double is Silverio. So the Lemurs off to a good start here with a double in the 7th inning. They got off to a good start in the 6th inning when Byron Wiley reached on a single. So Dennis Phipps going to get ready to get into the batter's box. So here's your AA scoreboard. Gary and Sussex playing ball right now. The Sussex County Miners. That's hard to say. Sussex. Curveball hits the inside corner for a strike. Sussex County. I have a problem with my S's, obviously. Sussex is up 5-4 over Gary. And the 0-1. That one is low and away. Winnipeg's beaten Lincoln 7-2. They're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Sioux City and Amarillo, they're tied at 2 apiece in the top of the 7th. And the delivery. Swung on a line drive up the middle. It's going away from the center fielder. It actually gets underneath his glove and bangs around a little bit, and it'll go all the way out to the wall. Coming in to score is Silverio. Going in with what should be a double is Dennis Phipps. So the Lemurs are on the board. It's now 13-1. And Dennis Phipps with a double and an RBI. Ray was charging in, trying to get to the ball, and he went into a knee slide. And the ball ended up getting knocked down, and somehow he kicked it, and it got away from him. And it actually ended up rolling out to the wall. So here's Richardson coming in. See how he does against Tim Brown in his 3rd at bat. The pitch, right down the middle of the plate. So Richardson on the day reached on an error back in the 2nd and reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th inning. 13-1 the score. Wichita in command of this one. The pitch. That is low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, the sun is completely off the field now, and you could tell the temperature has dropped quite a bit, even up here in the press box. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one clips the outside corner for a strike. A finely placed pitch there, just at the knee. So 1-2 count to Richardson. Here's the set and the delivery. That one just a little bit too far outside, probably by about 3 or 4 inches. St. Paul, they're up over Joplin 7-2. That game in the bottom of the 4th inning. Grand Prairie 3, Sioux Falls 1. And the 2-2 delivery. Swung on a line drive in the left field. That's going to drop for a hit. Phipps, he's going around 3rd base. He's going to come in to score. There's going to be no play on Phipps. So the Lemurs with 3 straight base hits against starting pitcher Tim Brown. Let's see how long the Wichita Wingnuts let Tim Brown go. I mean, he has a cozy lead still. But the Lemurs have picked up 3 straight hits. Well, no bullpen action for Wichita right now. Of course, the manager for the Wichita Wingnuts, Kevin Hooper, knows his player Tim Brown very well. And here's Tony Delmonico. The pitch to Delmonico is fouled off down the right field line on a line. So a foul ball there. 13-2, Wichita. Delmonico on the day, 0 for 2. Grounded into a double play back in the 2nd and grounded out to the shortstop in the 5th. And here's a hard hit ground ball up the middle, a base hit. Richardson will pull in at 2nd base. And Delmonico has a base hit. That's 4 straight hits now for Laredo. And here comes Kevin Taylor. Timeout's called by the home plate umpire. And still no movement by the Wingnuts bullpen team. Well, if this was a close game, there probably would be some movement. But it's still a 13-2 game with runners at 1st and 2nd base. And here's Kevin Taylor. Taylor's moved into the catcher's spot for the Lemurs. And the pitch. That one hits the outside corner for a strike. So an 0-1 count. Luke Bailey on deck. Actually scratched that. It's going to be Ty Forney. And the pitch. Bailey was scheduled to come up to the plate. But remember, Taylor went into catch and Forney went into right field. Taylor was in right. A 1-1 count. Nobody out. Runners at 1st and 2nd for Laredo, and a breaking ball hits the inside corner. Nice little slider there. So that's your scoreboard in the American Association. Went through all the scores for you. And 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. That one swung on, and that's fouled at the plate. Can also get to the big league scoreboard as well. See what's going on in the major leagues this evening on a Tuesday night. Tuesday night around the big leagues. You never know when you're going to find something exciting. The pitch outside. Giants beat the Mets today 5-0. That was played in New York. Baltimore, they're up 1-0 over Boston. Let's see if our friend Chaz Rowe has gotten into that game. We can dive a little bit deeper. The pitch swung on, and that's fouled away. Chaz Rowe, if you don't know, a former member of the Lemurs, playing in the big leagues. He did indeed get into the game. He pitched 1 1/3, did not give up a hit or a run. Walked 1, struck out 2. And overall on the season, we'll get you his full stats for the year here. In 2015, is no wins, no losses, and a .84 ERA over 7 games for Baltimore. The 2-2 pitch swung on a ground ball over to the third baseman. Middlestat will flip to second for 1. Over to first base. It's not going to be in time. And it's almost dug out by Geiger, but it gets away from him, and Richardson will stay at third base. So the 5-4 put out at second base is retired. But Kevin Taylor is safe on the fielder's choice. 13-2 Wingnuts, and Ty Forney coming up to the plate now for Laredo for his first at bat of the game. Forney's the only reserve player on the bench for the Lemurs. The Lemurs carry more pitchers than they do fielders, so Forney's the only backup that they have. Here's the pitch. That one is in tight for a ball. So yeah, Chaz Rowe, former Laredo Lemur, got into the game today, and his overall record, no wins, no losses, and a .84 ERA in 7 big league games this year. The pitch swung on a ground ball up the middle for Forney. That's going to score a run for the Lemurs. They're down 13-3. So Ty Forney just lays the bat on the ball, hits it right back up the box. And the Lemurs are still in action here in the inning. There's one down. So here comes Byron Wiley to the plate. Well, still no movement by the Wingnuts. So more scores from around the big leagues for you. The Yankees, they're up over the Washington Nationals 6-1. Here's the pitch to Wiley. A breaking ball hits the outside corner. Tigers 6, Cubs nothing. That game in the top of the 9th. Angels over Rays 8-2 in the bottom of the 9th inning. Reds big over the Phillies 11-2. That game in the top of the 9th. The pitch swung and a ground ball over to the second baseman. Hernandez looks to second base. They get one out there. The throwback to first is not in time. Taylor moves up to third base on to play. And the out at second is complete. And Wiley reaches on a fielder's choice. 3 runs in to score for the Lemurs this inning. They're down 13-3 now. Padres and Braves, they're tied at 5, bottom of 6. They're playing in Atlanta. Seattle 3, Cleveland 1. That game in the top of the 9th. No score between Chicago and Houston. The White Sox and the Astros, just to be clear. They're in the bottom of the 6th inning. The pitch to Mojica, he sees a slider miss away. Kansas City 1, Minnesota nothing. The St. Louis Cardinals and Colorado Rockies, they're just underway. They're in the bottom of the 1st, no score there. The pitch swung on, and that one's fisted over the head of the second baseman. It's going to fall for a hit. A run comes in to score from third. That's Kevin Taylor. The Lemurs have 4 runs here in the 7th inning. Don't go away, folks. The Lemurs are getting liners and bleeders all over the place.
Second baseman number 14, Abel Nieves.
And a base hit for Jimmy Mojica. Scores a run. Here's Abel Nieves.
Your attention now playing second base for the Wingnuts, number 5, Corey Mello.
They just announced Corey Mello in at second base for Wichita. Here's the pitch. That one cuts the outside corner for a strike, so that is not Hernandez over there. Corey Mello in for Hernandez. (13-4) in favor of Wichita. The pitch outside for a ball. Well, now there's bullpen action for Wichita. But they're hitting Tim Brown here pretty good in the 7th inning. 4 runs have come in to score for the Lemurs. The pitch, slider, swung on and missed. 4 runs on 6 hits right now for Laredo in this inning alone. Tim Brown taking a long look into the catcher, Dean, shaking him off a bunch of times here. They finally settle on a pitch, and here it comes. That one's a fastball low and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Abel Nieves is the 9th batter in the inning. More big league scores for you. Texas is at Oakland. That'll play a little bit later. So will Arizona and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Next pitch is low for a ball. It was on the outside corner, but it had to be low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And 2 down in the inning. Runners at first and second for the Lemurs. The pitch. The runners go. The pitch is on a line and diving for it's Mello. It gets away from him off the heel of his mitt, and that should be a base hit for Abel Nieves. So the inning keeps going for the Lemurs. And the 10th batter of the inning is on base. Here's Juan Silverio, and here comes the pitching coach for the Wichita Wingnuts. He's going to try to settle things down with Brown. More than likely, he's just going to try to waste some time as the relief pitcher gets ready to go. So the 4 runs that have come in to score in the inning, that's the most Tim Brown has given up in one ball game to date this season. Some finals for you from Big League Ball. Pirates 4, I switched that around. Brewers 4, Pirates 1. And the Blue Jays get by the Miami Marlins 4-3. 2 outs in the inning, and the bases are loaded for Laredo. And coming up to the plate is Juan Silverio. He started all of this with a double way back when, and now the pitching coach for the Wingnuts is talking to the home plate umpire up on the mound, and maybe he's giving him the what for. 2 down in the inning. The meeting at the mound is done.
5-7. One final time, 57-01-57.
Here's Silverio. He's got 1 hit on the day. That was the double earlier this inning. So both teams have batted around in the ball game. And the pitch, swung on a line drive off the tip of the glove of the third baseman. It goes behind him. 1 runs in to score. Jimmy Mojica is going to be held at third base. And the bases remain loaded for the Lemurs. I have no idea what they're going to call that. I would think it's an error. But they're very tardy on getting the scores put up on the board. They still have not put up a hit or an error for the last hit put into play by Abel Nieves. So here's Dennis Phipps with the bases loaded. Lemurs have 5 runs, and the pitch is swung and a missed, a slider away. Well, if Phipps can get a hold of one, we got a new ball game on our hands. Lemurs have scored 5. They're down 13-5 in the game. The pitch. Outside for a ball. I would think this would be Tim Brown's last batter if he can't get Phipps out. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ball 2. So big at bat here for Phipps. Lemurs, if he gets a grand slam, it's a 13-9 ball game. The pitch, that cuts the outside corner for a strike, and Phipps quickly asks, where was that at? Why was it a strike? And you can tell the umpire is getting frustrated. Don't be surprised if somebody from some side, if one of these teams gets tossed. The 2-2 delivery, swung on and missed, a slider away, and that is strike 3 for Phipps. And that's going to do it for the Lemurs. We're going to head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Lemurs down 13-4. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
In over 40 years, nobody's helped more families achieve the American dream of home ownership than Armadillo. In fact, Armadillo Homes has built more homes than all other builders combined. And there are reasons for this: integrity, responsibility, service, and of course, quality. So if you're thinking about making the greatest investment in your life, think of the one builder who's dedicated its entire life to helping the Laredo family. Think Armadillo Homes. ArmadilloHomes.com. Go Lemurs.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubbada, boom, which led to you. Miller Lite, we invented light beer, and you're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Since Extending Technologies opened for business in 1998, they have worked to establish solid relationships with their clients. They are set to maintain the highest standards of service and integrity and to perform work of only the highest quality, achieving client satisfaction on every project. They have attained these goals through a tradition of care and professional pride. They serve a wide range of corporations and small business franchises. Extending Technologies has the tools and expertise for any technical need that your business may have. Call us here in Laredo at 725-2654. That's 725-2654 for Ascending Technologies.
Do you want to sit in a car for 7 hours, risk a flat tire, traffic, or highway construction delays? Fly direct from Laredo International Airport to Dallas-Fort Worth on American Airlines. From Dallas, you can change planes and take a flight to Tokyo, London, or even Rio de Janeiro. With 4 daily arrivals and departures, American Airlines is sure to have a connection that works best for you. So avoid spending hours in the car or risk an accident on the highway or even a flat tire. Fly in comfort from Laredo International Airport. Visit AA.com for details and to book a reservation.
Todos sabemos que podemos lograr más cuando estamos listos. Por eso, decidí matricularme en Texas A&M International University. Quiero un título universitario y las oportunidades que me brindará. TAMIU me ha recibido a mí y a 7,000 estudiantes de todo el mundo. TAMIU me impulsa a ser grande, enciende mi mente y hace mi corazón latir. Imagina las posibilidades cuando eres impulsado por TAMIU.
All right, Ryan Beckman into the game for the Lemurs. 13-5 the score and the pitch. That one misses inside. The Lemurs are down 13-5. Dustin Geiger leads it off for Wichita as we're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Ryan Beckman ready to throw again. Here it comes. That one is on the inside corner for a strike. So Beckman in his last outing, he didn't fare too well. It was probably his roughest outing of the year, but overall, I mean, still doing really good. He only gave up 2 runs. But he's been so stellar, even if he gives up 2 runs, you're like, whoa, what happened there? The 1-1. That one misses low. So Beckman with a record of 1 win and no losses. A 2.16 ERA over 8 ball games. He's thrown 8 1/3 and has struck out 7, has walked 3, and has given up 6 hits. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swung and a line drive into right field. That's a base hit. Geiger with a home run in his last at bat. He hits this ball solidly out to right field. 13-5 to score, so an 8-run difference in the ball game right now. Yeah, Beckman, when he pitched against Fargo, went 2/3 of an inning, gave up 2 runs, gave up 2 hits, and faced 4 batters in that outing. That was the only game the Lemurs lost. They ended up losing 10-4 in the first game of that series on Friday night up in Fargo. They came back and won the next 2 games, though, pretty convincingly at that. Here's the pitch. It's low for a ball. The batter, Luis Hernandez. Actually, that is a new batter. So that was, I believe that's Mello down there. Let's get his number. Yeah, Corey Mello. So Mello into the batter's box for the first time tonight. And a runner at first base. The pitch. He swings and taps that one into the glove of the catcher, Taylor. So when the scores go up, new players come into play. Get some new guys in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Beckman bent at the waist. He holds the baseball behind his back. He looks in to get the sign from Taylor. He'll set very low and the pitch. Swing, and there's a chopper up the first baseline. It's a foul ball. Beckman running over there to get it. Says, give me that baseball. Well, one more game tomorrow night here. Lemurs will play at 7:05 one more time here from Lawrence Dumont Stadium. Should be another good ball game. These two teams are going to fight it out all year long. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch outside for a ball. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Without the Joplin Blasters being in the league, you know, you would think that these two teams would be the two fighting out for the division championship at the end of the season, but Joplin has played very good out of the box. And the pitch. That one's called strike 3. Painted on the inside corner. Nicely done there by Beckman. And there's 1 out. Here's Jace Ray. And, you know, with Joplin being a new team, of course, there's some energy there. And they got a new team and all the fans coming out and enjoying their games. So, you know, they got a lot of excitement there in Joplin. And so far, they seem to have some good baseball players, and they seem to be meshing well. So we'll see how Joplin fares throughout the year. Here's the pitch. That one misses low and outside. And, of course, Grand Prairie seems to be ever-changing. And seems to be a lot of players. I check the transactions every day, and Grand Prairie seems to be making moves left and right. Amarillo, not quite as much as Grand Prairie, but pretty much the same thing. A lot of moves being made. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and a ground ball over to Mojica. He'll go down to a knee. He flips to Abel Nieves for 1. Over to first base, and it's not in time to turn the double play. A close play over there. But the Lemurs do not get the call. They do get the out at second base, and Jace Ray is on a fielder's choice. And here's Alberto Gonzalez, the hot Alberto Gonzalez. A 2-run homer in the first, a double and a run scored in the third, and a double in the fourth inning. He hit a sac fly in the fifth that drove in a run. Lemurs down 8. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Beckman delivers. That one misses in. So 1 ball and no strikes. Beckman gets the sign from Taylor. And the 1-0 pitch. A long hold. Now the throw. That one's swung on. That one's lined up the middle for a base hit. So Gonzalez continues to be hot today. He now has a home run, 2 doubles, and a single. So he's a triple short of the cycle. I think that's the 3rd time this year I've seen somebody fall a triple short of the cycle. I mean, not to say that he won't get a triple, but right now he's short of a triple for the cycle. A couple of days ago, we saw Kevin Taylor almost hit for the cycle for the Laredo Lemurs, and there was somebody else that played against the Lemurs there. I believe it was against Amarillo when we first opened up the season all the way back when. Let me take a look at my scorebook here real quick, see if I could run down who it was for the Thunderheads that had a good game. I could be mistaken. Here's Espinoza. Espinoza takes low for a ball. You know, it was actually Juan Silverio, the Lemurs' new third baseman. He's the one that fell short of the cycle for the Lemurs in his first game. Here's the 1-0. That one is off the glove of Taylor, and the runner at second base decides to stay there. Here we go, Silverio. In his first game went 4 for 5. He had a single, a homer, a single, and a double. So he was a triple short of the cycle there. So far this year, 3 players have fallen a triple short of the cycle in front of our very eyes. I mean, Gonzalez might still have a chance, depending on how the innings go. The 2-0 swung, and that's lined into the stands. Look out. Ball coming your way. Lemurs down by 8. David Espinoza, the batter. He is 1 for 4 on the day. We saw Bel Nieves hit a triple yesterday in the first inning for the Lemurs. That was the first triple for any Lemur this year. 2 balls and 1 strike. And here comes the pitch. Missed high. 3-1. 13 runs on 16 hits and 1 error for Wichita. 5 runs, 12 hits, and 2 errors for the Laredo Lemurs. And the 3-1 pitch from Beckman coming up. There it is, and it's swung on and fouled in and out of the glove of the catcher. So a 3-2 count. There's 2 outs in the inning, so the Lemurs just need 1 more to get back into the dugout. I'm sure the Wichita Wingnuts will have a new pitcher in the top of the 8th inning. Can't imagine them letting Tim Brown go out for more after giving up 5 runs in the last inning. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Espinoza waves the bat over the plate aggressively, awaiting Beckman, and now timeout's going to be called. So Beckman sets on the 3-2. He throws. That one swung on and a line drive down the left field line, a base hit. Coming around third base is Ray. He will score. The ball goes bouncing around, and Wiley having a hard time finding it down there. And he finally digs it out, and it runs in to score. So Jace Ray scores. It's now 14-5. And Espinoza has his second hit of the day. This time it's a double and an RBI. And that'll bring up Matt Pageant.
Designated hitter number 22, Matt Pageant. Janet King, the king of clean.
Runners at second and third for Wichita. Matt Pageant with a 3-run home run back in the 3rd inning. He drove one to right in the 4th, but it fell short of the wall, and Kevin Taylor made a catch on it. Here's the pitch. Swing, and that one's popped up. Right center field. Richardson drifting back. He's got a beat on this one. He'll backpedal underneath it and make the catch, and that's going to do it for the Wichita Wingnuts. They come up with 1 run on 3 hits. There were no errors and 2 left. We're going to the top of the 8th. Lemurs down 14-5.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma. Pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres. Pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo. Carne asada con ganas, solo en H-E-B.
This summer, Allegiant will increase to 4 weekly flights to Las Vegas, Nevada. If gambling in Vegas isn't your thing, Allegiant is also increasing to 2 weekly flights to Orlando. Enjoy the Disney theme parks, Legoland, Universal Studios, SeaWorld, and the Kennedy Space Center. Fly in comfort from your Laredo International Airport. Visit Allegiant.com for details and specials.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people wondering L-I-T-E, that's how you spell light? Which led to people thumbing through their dictionaries. Which led to there's got to be a better way to look up words. Which led to the invention of spell check. Which led to better resumes, promotions, celebrations, and happy hour. Miller Lite, we invented light beer and happy hour. You're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Driscoll Health Plan loads the bases with value. We knock it out of the park with all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the Grand Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to Boys and Girls Clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift cards for completing Texas Health Steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit DriscollHealthPlan.com.
Sweating through another barn burner at your team's bar?
Sure am.
Wish you had some ice-cold refreshment?
You bet.
Then Coors Light may be right for you. Could result in meeting new people, epic fist bumps, epic forearm bumps, epic or chest bumps, touchdown dancing, breakdancing, line dancing, dancing like nobody's watching, awesome refreshment for the win, and one-of-a-kind Rocky Mountain Cold refreshment. Ask your bartender for Coors Light today.
Definitely.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility.
Right now, you could be working towards an exciting new career in business administration. At Catholic College Laredo, you'll have the chance to gain professional skills and hands-on training. Earning a business degree could open the door to new career opportunities in fields such as accounting, human resources, banking, and marketing.
All right, we go to the 8th inning, And into the batter's box for the Lemurs is Devontre Richardson. On the mound is Brad Mincy. Mincy will throw, and that one is a little bit low. So Mincy into the ball game for Tim Brown. Tim Brown's night is all done with. Seen Mincy around the league before as he throws here, and that's a ground ball up to the shortstop Gonzalez. Gonzalez will clean it up, throw to first, and Richardson's retired. So one down there, and Tony Delmonico coming up to the plate.
First baseman number 6, Tony Delmonico.
Brad Mincy comes into tonight's game with a record of no wins and 2 losses, a 7.87 ERA. He has pitched in 8 games, has pitched in 8 innings, has struck out 6, has walked 4, and he's given up 12 hits. So Mincy, he'll sit, working on the stretch with nobody on. He throws to Delmonico, and Delmonico launches one over the left field wall, and that one gets out of here quickly. A home run for Tony Delmonico on the first pitch he sees out of the hand of Mincy. And he'll round the bases, and that's going to be his 5th home run of the season. And that'll put him in the league lead as long as nobody else that had 4 to start the day hit one tonight. So that might be the home run leader in the league right there. Tony Delmonico, he has 5 homers on the season. We'll have to wait and see what happens after we look at the scoreboards tonight and see if anybody hit one. And take a look at the standings tomorrow. So high fives all around for Tony Delmonico, and the Lemurs have 6 runs up on the board. It's now a 14-6 game. Mincy was drafted by the Marlins in the 28th round back in 2011. He's the relief pitcher right now. He was drafted out of East Carolina University. The pitch, that one's outside for a ball. That means he played a little bit with Kevin Brandt, one of the Lemurs players. Kevin Brandt played at East Carolina. They may have crossed paths. It sounds like they're there around the same time. The 1-0 delivery. That's called a strike on the outside corner. Kevin Taylor, the batter. He's got 1 hit on the day. 14-6 the score. Wichita in the lead. We're in the top of the 8th. The pitch. Taken for a strike on the outside part of the plate. Lemurs have some more bullpen action. Henry Garcia warming up. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, Lemurs have been hitting the ball well since the 7th inning. They put together 8 hits there in the 7th alone. The pitch. Outside for a ball. 1-2. Excuse me, 2-2 now. For Mincy, this is his 4th season in professional baseball, and the first with the Wingnuts. And the 2-2 count. Swung on a line drive up the middle. That's going to fall for a single. Taylor's got another hit. He has been hot lately. Here's Ty Forney coming up to the plate. The Wingnuts signed Mincy back in January. He's had a career 4-7 record with 8 saves and a 3.71 ERA in 87 games. All of them out of the bullpen. He has finished 43 games in his career. Played a little bit in the Marlins organization. Here's the pitch. That one swung on, chopped up to the third baseman. Middlestat backs up. He looks to throw. He's got to throw to first base. It's a long throw, but Forney beats it out. Middlestat caught between a rock and a hard spot over there. He had to back up on a high chopper. And when he went back, that really took him out of the play. He had no play at second and a long throw to try to get the runner at first base, and Forney's pretty quick. So here's Wiley getting ready to step into the batter's box. I tell you what, I'm starting to feel a little buzz around here for the Lemurs. If they can make a run at this, that'll be crazy. So here's Wiley into the batter's box. Runners at first and second base. The pitch. Low and away. Well, it's nice to see the Lemurs not even throwing the towel. They're just coming back out here and trying to chip away at this thing. You know, a dominating lead for a team like the Wingnuts. And the Lemurs are just chipped. Here's the 1-0. That one's called a strike on the inside corner. It was a 13-0 lead when the Lemurs finally got on the board in the 7th inning. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mincy sets. He'll deliver, and that one is swung on, and that's fouled away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Wiley out of the batter's box, tightening up his gloves, thinking about what the next pitch might be. There used to be a pitcher in the league by the name of Patrick Mincy. I don't know if he's still around or not. But I wonder if he's any relation to Brad Mincy. The 1-2 pitch swung on, and that one's fouled off. So again, a 1-2 pitch coming up to Wiley. 3 straight base hits for the Lemurs here in the 8th inning. They put up 5 runs on 8 hits in the 7th. Here in the 8th inning, they've got 1 run on 3 hits so far. Wiley's ready to go. Lemurs are free swinging up there right now. Here's the 1-2. Swung on in a line drive, broken bat into center, and that's going to fall for a hit. Being waved home from third base is Kevin Taylor. He's going to score a run. The Lemurs have runners at first and second. Well, Wiley broke his bat, but he'll take it. He gets a base hit and an RBI out of it. So another run up on the board for Laredo. And that'll bring up the top of the order, Jimmy Mojica. It's now 14-7, so the Lemurs have cut the lead in half. So Forney's at second, Wiley's at first, Mojica into the batter's box. The pitch. He swings and misses at a fastball just slightly off the plate. It was a good pitch. That's exactly what the pitcher wants right there. It's a pitcher's pitch, no doubt. I mean, he was a baseball outside of the plate. No balls and 1 strike. Here it is. That one is high for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. I mean, if you're Jimmy Mojica, you would like to be able to lay off that pitch, but it's so close that it looks like it's going to be a strike. So Mojica did the right thing by swinging at it. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and a fly ball into center field. Ray is on the run. He'll get there and make the catch. Forney will go back to second base. That'll be the second out in the inning. Mojica has 1 hit on the day. After that at bat, he's 1 for 5. 2 down. Abel Nieves now the batter. Runners at first and second for Laredo. Nieves with 2 hits in the game. He's 2 for 4. Mincy looks in and gets the sign from Dean. Shakes off a couple of times, and they finally settle on a pitch. Here it comes. Swung on, and that's chopped at the plate, foul. Abel Nieves right on top of it. Just got a little tiny piece of it and fouls it back to the wall. 14-7, Wichita. But the Lemurs trying to slowly but surely work their way back into this one. The pitch. Swung on and a ground ball up to the shortstop. Gonzalez has it. A long throw to first base, and it's in time to get Abel Nieves out. So the Lemurs come up with 2 more runs on 4 hits. No errors and 2 left. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. Wichita coming up to the plate. Lemurs down 14-7.
Right now, you could be working towards an exciting new career in business administration. At Catholic College Laredo, you'll have the chance to gain professional skills and hands-on training. Earning a business degree could open the door to new career opportunities in fields such as accounting, human resources, banking, and marketing. Start on the path to your new career at Kaplan College. Call 800-617-0800. Right now, you could be working towards an exciting new career in business administration. At Kaplan College Laredo, you'll have the chance to gain professional skills and hands-on training. Earning a business degree could open the door to new career opportunities in fields such as accounting, human resources, banking, and marketing. Start on the path to your new career at Kaplan College. Call 800-617-0800.
Kaplan College does not guarantee employment or career advancement. Information about programs at www.kaplancollege.com/consumer-info.
We all know we can accomplish more when we're ready. That's why I've chosen Texas A&M International University. I want a 4-year degree and the opportunities that it brings. TAMU has welcomed me and more than 7,000 students from around the world. TAMU empowers me to greatness, ignites my mind, and propels me to my future and my impact. Imagine the possibilities. when you're powered by TAMU.
Register now for summer and fall. Visit tamu.edu and get powered.
Capital Care EMS, located at 1510 Calle del Norte, Suite number 11, invites you to experience a new standard in medical transportation, servicing Laredo and all surrounding areas. Capital Care EMS provides transports to wound care treatments, HBO treatments, dialysis treatments, doctor's appointments, radiation treatments, chemotherapy treatments, and many more. From emergency medical transport to x-rays and lab work, our state-certified EMTs and paramedics are readily available 24 hours a day when you need them most. Capital Care EMS accepts most major medical insurances, including Medicare, Medicaid, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, and many more. Capital Care EMS is locally owned and operated. Call now for your free consultation. 956-712-8911. That's 956-712-8911. Capital Care EMS, creating a new standard in medical transportation. Capital Care EMS, the official ambulance of your Laredo Lemurs.
All right, Henry Garcia in to pitch for the Lemurs. It's 14-7 Wichita in Game 2 of this 3-game set. Here's the pitch to Joash Brodeen, and he lines it into center field. Richardson will go ahead and do a side shuffle in, and he'll make the catch. So 1 pitch and 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. A 7-run difference here, and the Lemurs are down. So 1 out, and here comes TJ Middlestat to the plate. Lemurs picked up 5 runs in the 7th. They grabbed 2 runs in the 8th inning. So let's see what they do in the 9th. Saw their bats come to life here in the later innings of the ball game. So here's Middlestat into the batter's box. Here's the pitch. That one on the outside corner for a strike. If you've been following the American Association report, it is up and posted on SoundCloud.com. So you can go take a listen to that. It's a breakdown of last week's play in the American Association. Next pitch in there for a strike, a breaking ball. All the broadcasters from around the league supply reports from their teams. And we get a couple of interviews every week as well. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, misses away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the American Association report is up for last week's review, and you can go listen to it. You go to SoundCloud.com. Type in American Association report in the search engine, and it'll find it for you. The 1-2 pitch outside for a ball. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's hosted by yours truly, Bill Harrington. That's me. So you can go listen to it, enjoy it. It's about 45 minutes to an hour, somewhere in there. And you can learn a lot about the American Association. The 2-2 pitch swung on it, and that one's fouled off. I contribute Jason Kemp, who's the broadcaster for the Wichita Wingnuts. He pitched in. My number 2 guy, Cameron Songer, back at Uni-Trade Stadium, pitched in quite a bit. He's a big contributor to the product. And also the broadcasters from around the league, Nathan Moore, J.J. Hardigan, Steve Schuster. Here's the 2-2 delivery. That one is low and outside. Sean Aronson. I don't know if I can name all the guys right now off the top of my head. Sean Tiemann from the Joplin Blasters. All good broadcasters. Here's the 3-2. Called strike 3. Middlestat goes down looking. That's the 2nd out in the inning. Middlestat was having a nice day, and that might have just ruined his day right there. Anytime you go down looking, it's not fun. He'll go back to the dugout, though. He's 2 for 5 overall. Here comes Brent Dean to the plate. Lean, mean Brent Dean. Dean has a base hit on the day and an RBI. He also scored a run. All that coming back in the 3rd. Part of that 7-run rally that the Wichita Wingnuts put together. Here's the pitch. A strike on the inside corner. A fastball. So you'll be able to find the American Association report not only on SoundCloud, but we put it on our Facebook page. It's out on Twitter. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and popped up. And the ball just landed in front of me. I thought I'd have a chance at it, but it was like 5 feet in front of me. So a foul ball coming very close. As long as it doesn't come screaming up here, I'm happy to try to catch it. But that one just a little bit out of my range. No balls and 2 strikes. A 7-run deficit for the Lemurs. Here's the pitch to Dean. Ooh, way outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning, so the Lemurs will have one more shot here to try to put together a magical night. Try to make a nice comeback. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Just missed. Might have been a little bit high there. I think it got the outside corner, but it might have stayed a little bit high. We do the American Association report every week. And we'll have it up for you on Tuesdays. Here's the 2-2, swung on a liner foul. The reason we do it on Tuesdays is, one, there's a lot of travel on Mondays around the league, so not a lot of guys can bear down and do it on a Monday. Usually not a lot of travel in the league on Tuesdays. So we try to get it posted by by Tuesday afternoon before the game starts, and we did that here today. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Missed inside, a fastball from Henry Garcia. Garcia waits. He gets the sign. He peers over the mitt. And he'll wind and throw on the 3-2. Swung on and a little pop-up over to the shortstop, Mojica. He'll put this one away, and it's a 1-2-3 inning turned in by Henry Garcia. Nice outing for him. We'll go to the top of the 9th inning. Lemurs are down by 7. Strap it on, folks. The Lemurs need a rally.
Getting hungry? Popeyes always hits the spot. Make sure to stop by any Popeyes location to try out Popeyes' new Smoky Garlic Chili Chicken Dinner. It includes 4 smoky garlic chicken tenderloins served with Popeyes' new garlic herb dipping sauce, your choice of a signature side, and a buttermilk biscuit for just $4.99. Promotion starts Monday, May 25th.
3, 2, 1, number 1. That's Laredo's #1 Chevy dealer. Family Chevrolet turns the best day ever into the best month ever. 15% off, not good enough, but 25% off, now that makes it the best month ever. With over 600 vehicles available, makes it the best pricing ever. 2015 Equinox, 2015 Traverse, not 15, but 25% off. And the best financing rates for the best month ever, 1.9 interest. Family Chevrolet of Laredo.com. Come see why the deals are always better at Family Chevrolet. Family Chevrolet is the #1 volume Chevy dealer for a reason. Every customer rides during our spring cleaning closeout sale with massive price cuts on 600 Chevys. New 2015 Chevy Cruze. How about 25% off MSRP? Wow, that's huge. Or only $199 a month. New 2015 Malibu for only $269 a month. Or 25% off MSRP. Plus 2 years free maintenance and a 100,000-mile warranty. It's a spring cleaning closeout sale happening now at the #1 volume Chevy dealer. Come see why the deals are always better at Family Chevrolet.
Today at Whataburger, we're cooking the Honey Mustard Whata Chicken Club. The chicken is hot and fresh. It's got melted Monterey Jack cheese topped with lettuce, tomato, bacon, and then the honey mustard adds a nice sweet flavor to it.
All the flavors come together just perfect. I mean, not only do I want to eat it, but I keep wanting to look at it.
The crunchiness of the bacon adds a really nice texture.
Honey mustard and chicken just go together. You know, sweet and savory, it's a perfect mix.
Try the new Honey Mustard Whata Chicken Club. Only at Whataburger for a limited time.
Crowd at the bar making you sweat?
Uh-huh.
Could you use some ice-cold refreshment?
You bet.
Then Coors Light may be right for you. Could result in epic nights, maximum refreshment, great times, awesome memories, high fives, smiles, Rocky Mountain refreshment, Blue Mountain refreshment, quadruple epic refreshment, killer parties, and totally refreshed killer parties. Ask your bartender for Coors Light today.
All right, for the Lemurs, it's going to be Juan Silverio leading it off. He'll be followed up by Dennis Phipps and then Devontre Richardson coming up to the plate. Lemurs down 14-7 in the top of the 9th inning. And the pitch. That one clips the inside corner for a strike. The new pitcher, by the way, is Al Iavoli. Iavoli, a lefty out of Tennessee Wesleyan University. A 2-0 record for Al and a 3.60 ERA over 9 games. So he's pitched quite a bit here in the early going. As Silverio checks his swing, they'll check down with the first base umpire. And he says, nope, he didn't go around. So it's the heart of the order here for the Lemurs to try to get things going. 3, 4, and 5. 1 ball and 1 strike. The delivery. Outside on a fastball. Pretty fast fastball as well. Iavoli was undrafted out of Tennessee Wesleyan and signed with the Washington Wild Things in the Frontier League, where he played a season, as this pitch is a fastball on the outside corner. He played a season and a half before the Cubs purchased his contract back in 2013. He appeared in 11 games at the A-ball level for Kane County, the Kane County Cougars. And he threw in 20 innings with a 3.15 ERA. Played all of the 2014 season with the Wild Things, and then went to Australia, played in the Australian Baseball League. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. So 1 down, and Dennis Phipps will be the next batter for the Lemurs. Phipps does have a double in the ball game and a single. Came in to score a run. Struck out in his last at bat, though. Struck out with the bases loaded there in the 7th inning. Lemurs ended up scoring 5 runs in that inning. So here's Phipps. And the pitch. A fastball in the inside corner. No balls and 1 strike. Richardson is on deck. Yavoli kicks and throws, and that one's a fastball away. So last time Yavoli pitched was on June 7th against Lincoln. So just the other day, pitched an inning, did not allow a run. Last time he allowed a run was on June 4th. The 1-1 pitch, swung in a line drive foul up the third baseline. Well, Phipps doesn't mind the fastball. He'll definitely turn on one of those. The toughest pitch for Phipps to hit is probably the slider. He's always geared up for the fast pitches. He's fine with those. Just got around on one right there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the delivery. Swung on and missed. That fastball was a little bit off the plate, and Phipps strikes out. And here comes Richardson. So the Lemurs down to their final out. For a high-scoring game like it is, hasn't been all that long.
Center fielder number 10,
We're in 2 hours and 35 minutes into this game. Here's Richardson, the pitch. That one is high. I mean, usually a game like this, you'd be at 3 hours and 15 minutes, maybe more. And the delivery, that one is high. What that tells me is that the players are swinging at a lot of first and second pitches, so there's not being a lot of pitches thrown. With as many runs have been scored between the two teams, 21 runs. And a 2-0 delivery coming up. Here it is. Swung on and a fly ball foul over to the right side. That'll get onto the beer party deck down the right field line. There's a party deck down the right field line with a bunch of tents. And that's where the people hang out and drink their cerveza. The 2-1 called a strike. That one's on the outer third of the plate. A good pitch there. And Richardson looking at a 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 9th inning. Lemurs down to their final strike, down to their final out of the ball game. Here's the pitch. A swing, and that one's popped foul up here. Goes a little bit off to the right of the press box. Actually up in the suite level. Same level we're at, but they're off to the right. 2 balls and 2 strikes again. And the pitch. Swung on, and that one's fouled back. So we'll do it again on another 2-2 pitch. Richardson ready to go. Yavali, he's ready to go as well. He's got the baseball in his left hand, gets the sign. And here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and a chopper up to the first baseman. Charging is Geiger. He's got to race over to tag Devontre Richardson out. He does so, and that's going to do it for the Laredo Lemurs. That's the ball game, a 14-7 final. We'll take a break, come back with the post-game show. You're listening to Laredo Lemurs Baseball.
Thanks for joining us for Laredo Lemurs Baseball, brought to you by Popeye's Chicken, AEP Texas, Armadillo Homes, Ascending Technologies, Ashley's Furniture of Laredo, Capital Care EMS, Chavarias Plumbing, Core Business Solutions, Driscoll Health Plan, Falcon International Bank, Family Chevrolet, Gold's Gym, Guerra Communications, HEB, High Gadget Repair Center, Kaplan College, Laredo International Airport, Laredo Pony League, Laredo Sports Medicine, Mike's Paint Place, Pepsi, Pro Mega Signs, Southern Distributing, Southern Sanitation, Talk and Talk Wireless, TAMU Housing and Residence, Texas Farm Bureau, Texas Inflatables, Texas Outlaw Grill, Tokyo Garden, Total Termite Pest and Control, Uni-Trade Forwarding, Whataburger of Alice. The Laredo Lemurs post-game show is coming your way next.
Uni-Trade continues to provide solutions in foreign trade through a highly satisfactory customs brokerage service. Uni-Trade has quality trained personnel devoted to the highest level of customer service. For all your transportation, distribution, and consolidation needs, it's Uni-Trade.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts: personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Hey Lemurs fans, every Thursday night at Uni-Trade Stadium is a Thirsty Thursday. Come on out and enjoy cold Miller Lite draft beers for only $1. That's right, beer for $1. You can get tickets online at LaredoLemurs.com or by phone at 956-7-LEMURS. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Need a little spark in your life? Then come on out to Uni-Trade Stadium for Friday night fireworks. Tickets start as low as $5 and you'll get to see great baseball and great fireworks all in one night. To get tickets, call 956-7-LEMURS or go online at LaredoLemurs.com. I'll see you at the ballpark.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care one athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn: Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
Looking to travel this summer? If the year-round flights to Las Vegas aren't fit for you, take advantage of Allegiant's direct flights from Laredo International Airport to Orlando. For as low as $119 round trip, you and your family can be in Orlando in 2.5 hours. Fly in comfort from your Laredo International Airport. Visit Allegiant.com for details and specials.
Now it's time for the Laredo Lemurs post-game show. Laredo Lemurs baseball is brought to you by Popeye's Chicken, AEP Texas, Armadillo Homes, Ascending Technologies, Ashley's Furniture of Laredo, Capital Care EMS, Chavarrias Plumbing, Core Business Solutions, Driscoll Health Plan, Falcon International Bank, Family Chevrolet, Gold's Gym, Guerra Communications, HEB, iGadget Repair Center, Kaplan College, Laredo International Airport, Laredo Pony League, Laredo Sports Medicine, Mike's Paint Place, Pepsi, Pro Mega Signs, Southern Distributing, Southern Sanitation, Talk and Talk Wireless, TAMU Housing and Residence, Texas Farm Bureau, Texas Inflatables, Texas Outlaw Grill, Tokyo Garden, Total Termite Pest and Control, Uni-Trade Forwarding, Whataburger of Alice. Now here's Bill Harrington with Laredo Lemurs post-game show.
All right, Lemurs fans, thanks for sticking around. Bill Harrington coming to you live from Lawrence Dumont Stadium in Wichita, Kansas, as the Lemurs took a tough loss tonight. The final score is 14-7. 14 runs on 17 hits for the Wingnuts in this ballgame. They made one error. Lemurs got 7 runs on 16 hits. They made 2 errors on the night. The winning pitcher is Tim Brown. The losing pitcher is Sam Martin in the ballgame this evening. And we'll review it a little bit here. The Wingnuts got off to an early start. In fact, they jumped out to a 2-0 lead in the first inning as Jace Ray reached on a single, and then Alberto Gonzalez hit a 2-run home run over the left field wall. that'd be the first of many hits for Alberto Gonzalez on the night. And then the Lemurs were able to put down the Wingnuts the rest of the inning after a Joash Brodeen double mixed in there, but nobody else came in to score. So then the third inning came around for Wichita, and they exploded. They scored 7 runs on 6 hits in the inning, and it all started with the top of the order, Jace Ray reaching on a walk, and then a double by Alberto Gonzalez, and that would put runners at second and third. David Espinoza would come up to the plate. He would single and drive in Jace Ray, and then Matt Pageant, the former Lemur, would hit a 3-run home run over the right field wall, and that would make it a 6-0 ball game in favor of Wichita. We'd see Joash Brodeen come up. He would single, and then TJ Middlestat would reach on a single, and then Brent Dean come up to the plate. He would single and drive in Brodeen. There'd be a wild throw from the center fielder, Devontae Richardson. That would go over the third baseman's head. That would allow another run to come in to score. So it would be 8-0 at that point in favor of Wichita. And then Brent Dean would come up to the plate. He would single. I told you about Brent Dean's single, in fact. But he ended up on third base after the error by Devontae Richardson. He would be brought home with Brent Dean on a sac fly by Dustin Geiger, and that would make it a big score. It'd be 7 runs in the inning and a 9-0 lead for the Wingnuts after 3 innings of play. The Wingnuts would score another run in the 4th inning. They'd score 3 more runs in the 5th, a solo home run by Dustin Geiger, and a couple more runs would come in to score throughout the inning for Wichita. And then the Lemurs would finally get on the board in the 7th inning. So the Lemurs in the 7th would see 11 batters come up to the plate for them. It would start off with a Juan Silverio double, and that'd be followed up by a Dennis Phipps double and an RBI to drive in Silverio, and the Lemurs were finally on the board. Then Devontae Richardson would come up to the plate. He would single, and that would drive in Dennis Phipps, so the Lemurs had 2 on the board there. Tony Delmonico would then single, and that put runners at the corners. Kevin Taylor hit into the fielder's choice, and that would bring in a run in Devontae Richardson. And then Ty Forney would single. He'd drive in a run as well. Byron Wiley would reach on a fielder's choice, and then later on, Byron Wiley would be brought home by a single by Abel Nieves. So the Lemurs would end up scoring 5 runs on 8 hits in the inning. They'd get 2 more runs in the 8th. Tony Delmonico with a solo home run there, his 5th of the year. And later on, Kevin Taylor would get a single, and he'd be driven in by Brian Wiley. So the Lemurs with a 14-7 loss in this one. Overall, the Lemurs fought back, and that was good. In the 7th and 8th inning, they scored some runs, and they did not want to give up in this ball game. So even though they were down 13-0 when they started off their rally, they ended up losing by a score of 14-7. And the Lemurs felt they were getting squeezed. Sam Martin was not getting calls. He was hitting corners, and the Lemurs dugout was really barking. They were barking at the umpire, Chance Wilson, and they thought that he was getting squeezed a little bit there, and Tim Brown was getting the calls on the other side. Well, Tim Brown's a good pitcher. He's just going to get calls no matter what. Tim Brown's kind of like a little bit like Greg Max. He throws a little bit harder, but he's around the plate so much that the plate ends up getting expanded, and Sam Martin just doesn't have that history in this league yet to end up getting those kind of calls. But the pitches were very close. There are definitely pitches that could have been called strikes in there, and the Lemurs just weren't getting the calls. And that made Sam Martin have to throw the ball over the plate a little bit more, and those are the balls that ended up getting crushed at the bats of the Wichita Wingnuts. So a tough loss here tonight, but nonetheless, the Lemurs and the Wichita Wingnuts are tied in this series at 1 apiece, and the Lemurs can easily bounce back tomorrow night, come back out here and get a victory against the Wichita Wingnuts and go home happy. It'd be a nice road trip for the Lemurs. The Lemurs went 2-3 against Fargo, and right now they're 1-1 in this part of the road trip against the Wichita Wingnuts. So if the Lemurs are able to get the win tomorrow night, they can go home with a 4-2 road trip in 6 games. Not too shabby, and the Lemurs could really better up their record. So let's take a look at the scoreboard from around the American Association. We'll see where everybody sits as of right now, and we'll go ahead and call it a night after that here. And get ready for tomorrow night's game, a 7:05 start tomorrow night from Lawrence Dumont Stadium. So Sussex County, they're up over Gary, 5-4 in the bottom of the 9th. And Winnipeg Goldeyes, they're beating the Lincoln Salt Dogs in Lincoln. It's an 8-6 lead for Winnipeg. Sioux City and Amarillo, they're tied at 3 in the bottom of the 9th inning. Kansas City 6, Fargo 1. That game in the bottom of the 7th. St. Paul 8, Joplin 3. They're in the bottom of the 8th inning, so St. Paul looks like they're going to go win another ball game there. They are a tough baseball team. Grand Prairie 4, Sioux Falls 2, and the Gary South Shore Railcats playing a doubleheader against Sussex County, a 3-1 lead in the bottom of the 4th in that one. So I'm guessing the other game is already done, the 5-4 ball game, because that game's been in the bottom of the 9th for a while with Gary and Sussex, and they're currently in the bottom of the 4th in the other one. So a long night for those guys, the Gary South Shore Railcats and the Sussex County Miners. So that's it for us. The Lemurs lose tonight by a final score of 14-7. We'll check the standings real quick. The Lemurs with the loss tonight. They moved to 9-9 on the year. And the win for the Wichita Wingnuts moves them to 12-5 on the season. And Wichita is in first place in the American Association South Division. So that does it for tonight's broadcast. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. Join us tomorrow night, 7:05 for the first pitch live from Wichita, Kansas. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Thanks for joining us for Laredo Lemurs Baseball, brought to you by Popeye's Chicken, AEP Texas, Armadillo Homes, Ascending Technologies, Ashley's Furniture of Laredo, Capital Care EMS, Chavarias Plumbing, Core Business Solutions, Driscoll Health Plan, Falcon International Bank, Family Chevrolet, Gold's Gym, Guerra Communications, HEB, iGadget Repair Center, Kaplan College, Laredo International Airport, Laredo Pony League, Laredo Sports Medicine, Mike's Paint Place, Pepsi, Pro Mega Signs, Southern Distributing, Southern Sanitation, Talk and Talk Wireless, TAMU Housing and Residence, Texas Farm Bureau, Texas Inflatables, Texas Outlaw Grill, Tokyo Garden, Total Termite Pest and Control, Uni-Trade Forwarding, Whataburger of Alice. Join us next time for all your Laredo Lemurs action.